So we are back to the regular One Piece schedule. As usual, we're here to talk
Yep.
about One Piece, specifically One Piece chapter 1010, right? Not sure if it's
Yes,
one,
sir.
yeah, 1010.
Yes, sir.
1110 actually. And we're about to get into it. Now, before we get into it, I do want to talk about Akira Toriyama. And the
Yeah.
reason being is that, he obviously, you guys should have, maybe you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure everybody saw this news. But he passed away about 2, 3 weeks ago. And obviously, this man is basically responsible for the creation of Dragon Ball, which I consider, and a lot of people consider, the pioneer of shonen. And
Yeah,
essentially,
and Astro Boy.
was the most part, inspired most of today's shows, right? If Dragon Ball wasn't around, we don't know if we would have had One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, all of these great shows. So it's kind of sad to see that the man passed away, but the legacy that he left behind was honestly incredible, to say the least, right? And it's something that has had an incredible impact on all of our lives. And rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. You guys want to put in have your input in there? How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I'll start quickly. Yeah, Dragon Ball and Astro Boy. I will forever say
Mm,
those were the, and others have said it. Those were the two. You
yeah.
do not have. You just don't. Yes, you had JoJo's around the same time,
Yes.
Fist of the North Star and more, but you just don't have Shonen today without Dragon Ball. People say DBZ. Nope, Dragon Ball and Astro Boy back in the '60s. They literally shaped the entire. Not Gundam. I mean, Gundam wouldn't have been without Astro
Astro
Boy, and
Boy,
then
right? Yeah.
Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama. I mean, I openly say my second favorite character of all time is Son Goku. My favorite character in anime and manga is Son Goku. And we can make this entirely about Dragon Ball, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll finish it up by saying this. The symbolisms, like what Akira Toriyama did, and I need to go back and read some of his other works, but what Akira Toriyama did with Dragon Ball, if people actually study the symbolisms and actually study the story from the beginning, not the Saiyan saga, the amount of depth in the story. People say, "Oh, it's not deep, it's a simple story." Yes, it's a simple plot. But within those plots, all of the things that were done, you don't have, and it's not just anime and manga, I mean fiction throughout.
Mm,
You don't have modern fiction. It's like with Dune, which I haven't seen the movies, but I'm a huge fan of those books. Without Dune,
mm-hmm.
without Star Wars, without you know, uh, eventually you had Harry Potter. Without the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, Chronicles of Narnia, stories like that, you don't have modern fiction. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree. 100%. His influence was staggering, right?
yeah.
But
Yep. I'm going.
Bruce, you want
I'm
to say
going
anything
next.
or yeah?
Yeah, we'll go in order.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
we're gonna structure it, like I said, we'll go in the order of the picture. So
Oh,
Pharaoh will start, then Wonder, then me, and the Animal go next. So I'll go right now.
okay.
So for me, great guy, legendary guy. Um, so give you a little backstory about quick background on myself. I'm born 1987. So when I was a kid, I'm coming home. I'm like 9, 10 years old, coming home from elementary school, right? One of the main things, turn on the TV, Dragon Ball Z, right? And then, of course, in America, they kind of did it backwards. They showed Dragon Ball Z first, and then they started showing Dragon Ball later. I'm not too much of a fan of Dragon Ball Z as I got older, but one thing that has aged really, really well for me was the original series of Dragon Ball, which, of course, in the manga has always been called Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. Um,
Mm,
I won't spend too much time because this has been news that everybody's talked about. I've even heard it on ABC News,
Yep.
CNN. Like that's how big this man is. It's not even just a Japanese thing. He is a world icon that everybody. I mean, I listened to the Joe Budden podcast and they talking about the stuff. Hold on one second.
Stephen A. Smith, even Stephen A. Smith.
Hold on one second, guys.
yeah. Got you. Yo, Adam, how you feel?
Yeah, you guys have said it well.
Mm,
Kind of echoing it.
Mhm.
He definitely transcended whatever initial version of the story that he may have had in mind, and
yeah.
he's gone across all fiction,
Mm,
and
Yeah.
even just general, just story telling in general.
yeah. I
And
agree.
it's definitely very sad. It's one of those things where initially it hits you and it's like, well, is this real a
Is
little
this
bit?
real? Right?
And then
Because
Yep.
you kind of go around just seeing the impact he had on people
Exactly.
anime.
around the world, and
Yeah.
then it starts to even hit you more, and it's like, oh damn, like
Yeah.
this is real. So
Yeah.
you definitely couldn't help but tear up a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
depending on how impactful he was for you. And same thing a little bit with Bruce there. Dragon Ball Z for me initially. I actually got into
Mhm.
anime really late. I didn't grow up with it.
Mm.
But it's one of those things where for a lot of people, even people that didn't grow up with it, it's one of the things that for a lot of people, it's the one of the first ones. And for me, it was. It
Oh yeah.
wasn't the first one that I
Yeah.
knew, but I think
Same.
it was the first one that I watched, and it was like a family thing actually. So
Yeah.
it's kind
Yeah.
of one of those things I can go back in the past and think, oh damn, like, this is what
Mm.
I used to watch with my family, uh, my brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
and yeah, kind of took off from there. And then I went to other animes that were influenced by it. Of course, with Naruto and
Yeah.
One Piece.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
one thing I wanted to say before I got interrupted by my kids for a quick second, and I'll finish my point.
Mm.
Uh, you can see the makeup that Wonder was alluding to that it has provided for other anime, and I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example, right? How they always say how Akira Toriyama is then the father of all these modern day manga and anime. So, I'm watching Brago stream, right? You all know who Brago is.
Of
He
course.
reviews One Piece all the time and stuff like that, right? And in the stream, he's doing this new stream to where he's watching Dragon Ball episodes, not Dragon Ball Z. He's watching
The
Dragon Ball
original.
because he
Yeah.
said he's never seen Dragon Ball before, right? Okay,
What?
cool.
They always kill me with
He,
that.
yeah, he said that, right? And there was a wholesome moment that he had, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it. He's watching one of the episodes, and Goku is doing something with Bulma. I think it's the episode where Bulma loses, he takes off her panties and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember
Yeah, that
that.
episode, right? And then Brago has to catch himself. He's like, yo, Luffy's so crazy. I mean, Goku's so crazy. And he caught himself. And he's
Mm.
like, yo, Luffy is really Goku's son, yo. Like, Oda really, he catching himself saying that and catching himself saying that. He's like, yo, I can really see how Oda was inspired by this man. By
Yeah.
accidentally calling Goku Luffy, you can see, like, Akira Toriyama really influenced a lot of these motherfuckers to do their animes and manga. So that's all
Nah.
I'll say about that.
Nah.
Bruce,
That's
to one quick thing, Bruce, to what you're saying. That's why Son Goku, he's my favorite anime and manga character. Monkey D. Luffy's number 2. Luffy's my 5th favorite character of all time. Goku's number 2. It because if you're as big a fan as I was, you talked about I'm a little, how you were saying how you were a little bit older than I am. I remember that transition and whatnot. And for me with fiction, there was DC, Marvel, cartoons. Then there was Dragon Ball.
yeah.
I remember my first experience was the Namek arc. And I mean, Super Saiyan, I don't care what anybody says, bro. That changed fiction. Just like the
That was
death of
gas.
Superman.
Yeah.
To me, these 3 moments right here, you can go back to the comics of, when Superman first lifted up a car and Batman's first. But to me, these in the modern era, besides, some say maybe number 4 is Gwen Stacy's death, but these are the top 3 moments. You had the death of Superman with Doomsday,
Mhm.
Bane breaking Batman's
Batman.
bat, and then Son Goku going Super Saiyan. Those are the top 3 moments. They are iconic. They help change everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree.
We have a newcomer.
Oh shit. Is John here?
John's up in there.
Oh yeah. What's up,
John's
y'all?
up in
Yep.
here.
What's up,
So
bro?
kind of hello, sir. To keep you up to date what we're talking about, and we're going to get your opinion on it right now since you just joined us in. Our first topic is we are talking about Akira Toriyama's passing and how he affected you and how he affected manga. So the floor is yours.
Just a brief summary of how you felt when he
Yep.
passed away.
Yeah. So for me, like, man, I remember growing up as a kid watching Dragon Ball all the time, and like I didn't really know what it was. I
Yeah.
think like I didn't know what anime was in general, so I just like saw it as another cartoon. I was
Yeah.
watching on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network as a kid, so and it was just every day after school, it was just so impactful because I used to watch it like religiously, and like even to this day, I like joke around with like coworkers and shit because like some of my coworkers watch anime, and so like I tell them all the time like how like obsessed with like Dragon Ball I am and shit like that. And so like
Yeah.
I even have like I even have like some a set of Dragon Balls at my desk because like that shit is so
Yeah.
impactful. Like
Iconic. Yeah.
yeah, it's and everybody like every time like somebody comes in the office and they see him, they're like, "Oh shit, you watch Dragon Ball?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's my shit." Like I
That's
love this show.
nice.
Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
it's what got me into anime. Like I wouldn't be watching any of that. Like I wouldn't be
Facts.
into any like Yu Yu
Yes.
Hakusho was another one that like impacted me a
Yep.
lot. But like
mm,
it was mainly like Dragon Ball. Like that series like
Mm-hmm.
changed my life.
The
It
gateway.
really did. It
yeah.
was crazy.
Facts.
Yeah. It was
Gateway. Sean
it
Tier.
was the Sean.
What's
Oh,
going
he's
on,
came
bro?
in. What's going on, bro?
Good.
Go
We
ahead.
talk about we talk about Akira Toriyama. How you feel? Just a brief summary of how you felt when he passed away.
Bro, if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama, none of us would even be here. None of us would even know
That's
each other.
facts.
Because Dragon
One,
Ball Z
One Piece may
the
have not been here. That's you know.
Dragon Ball Z is the gateway anime. So if you don't like
Mm.
Dragon Ball Z, more than likely you don't gonna try it out the rest of shit. And
Facts.
Yep.
I grew up on this, bro. I remember we had one TV in our house when I was six, and the news used to come on the same time as Dragon Ball Z, 6 o'clock, and me and my mommy used to be rowing every day over this shit.
Nah, that's
You understand? And you know how the announcer used to say, find out on the next time of
oh yeah,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball
it's
Z.
Dragon Ball.
And
Yeah.
then he
Yeah.
hyping this shit up. And I grew to appreciate Dragon Ball Z, but the older I get, the older I see, bro, Dragon Ball Z was, and I don't want this Toriyama, but Dragon Ball Z wasn't like how I used to gas it when we was
Yeah.
Young.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah, of
children.
course.
I actually like it more
But-
as an adult than when I was a kid. I ain't even gonna hold you. I
That's
do.
fair.
Why? Also,
Because I actually understand the symbolism. As a huge fan of martial arts, once you start actually understanding this, even the gis, the kanji on the gis, the colors, the understanding these different forms of fiction, just like Oda, that they derive from. It's a simple. You have to look beyond the simple plot and actually understand what the characters represent. And as a man, and understanding Vegeta, okay, why was he like this? Why was Goku, Piccolo, Frieza, etc.? Understanding what shaped them, their backgrounds, and how they became the path of self-actualization and different concepts. They're deep as fuck.
I agree. There's some
but
things you
the
wouldn't know
thing
as a
with this
kid.
too is, I wonder if the dad, like Toriyama, can speed up Oda a little bit to try to hurry up this shit so he can enjoy his life. Because to be
Well-
stuck in One Piece for this long, 20 years,
I
He
mean,
you
enjoys it.
understand? I mean, he
Absolutely.
enjoy it,
Nah, he
but
don't enjoy it the same though. He don't
it's a
enjoy it the
strain
same.
on him.
He's kind of alluded to it.
Yeah,
But
like,
George
very
did
young.
say,
I mean-
they know you go.
Oda wants to chill.
Araki, Itagaki, and Baki, they love the series, guys. That's why they don't end them. They love this shit.
no, but I have the same.
No, but it's
But
one
Oda
thing
has
to
alluded
end it.
to
It's
it.
one thing to love
When-
it, but them dudes ain't under the pressure Oda is to maintain greatness, bro. Baki just a bunch of big niggas, bro. We want a bunch of shit.
I ain't gonna let you
Hey,
disrespect.
we're
Baki.
not gonna
doing
we're
that.
not gonna
We
get
are
it. Wait,
not
hold on,
doing
hold on,
that.
hold
No.
on. We're not gonna get into that. But before
Yeah,
we
we're not doing that.
transition, Yo, Sean is crazy, bro. Sean is crazy. Before we transition, I do want to mention one thing before we get into the next topic. Is when do you guys see One Piece ending? Is it 5 years, 3 years?
Hell no.
I say
what-
within
I
the
keep
next
telling
10.
y'all, bro. We got at least another 10
You
years.
you
bro.
said 2030.
One Piece
That's
can
what I
end in
remember from
One
you.
Piece.
Though.
One Piece can end in but 2030. I think we got 6,
2030?
7 years at most.
Nah, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no
At
way.
most.
Nah, I think that's reasonable.
But it
Yeah.
depends on it could be 10 years, like one to say, if Oda hell keep declining and he dropping 2 chapters a month. But at 3 chapters a month, I think, but 7
yeah.
years.
Guys,
Oda-
I wonder.
how short do y'all think Elbaf is about to be? I still say they're about to go on Pirate Island before they go to Elbaf. I keep
I
saying
think
that.
it'll be about the same length as the current arc.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Elbaf is going to be another
be
100
longer than Ezra.
chapters.
Nah, I don't
Nah,
think
no.
I don't think
No.
Oda.
100
I don't
chapters.
think
No.
Oda is doing
No, no.
another 100 chapter arc. That's what I feel.
Yeah,
like.
He's not.
Wano was a
He's
special
not.
case. It's like Wano
He's
had
tired,
a ton
bro.
of build up. Wano had so much
He
build
ain't
up to
tired.
Wano.
I mean,
It
and
had to be
also-
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
He
I
said he's
agree.
tired.
Bro, don't believe these people. Oda got y'all tricked, bro. That man got y'all fooled. He got y'all bamboozled.
No. I can see it in the drawings. I can see it in the quality. He's
Damn.
tired.
Bro,
Listen.
the Gorosei drawing was one of the
Listen.
greatest panels I've ever witnessed,
Listen,
bro.
not to get
That's
into the
getting
chapter
lit,
though,
bro.
but
One
this
great panel, but that was after several bad panels. I can see his fatigue in his drawings.
not to get into this
Oh,
chapter
you
though,
put
but
that
this is the
right.
first time we've had a double spread in 5 years. By the way,
Why? And
5
it was
years.
good quality. And it was good quality.
It was.
Let's segue into
Yeah.
the next topic
Let's
before
segue
we get
into
too much.
how,
Vegapunk's
yeah. Well, chapter review summary, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, chapter review. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
So for
sorry.
the most part, this chapter was really good. I think this is actually one of the. Honestly, it feels like a dream right now, seeing the like all 5 Gorosei on Egghead right now. Bro, to be honest, who would have expected to see all of these 5 guys in Egghead? It's almost
Not
like
me.
a fanfic that you would see 5 years ago by created by some like random
It makes
artist.
sense considering
Or even
Water
before-
7.
Yeah,
Or
but
even
yeah,
before
that's
Egghead,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
right
before
Egghead,
Egghead.
like,
yeah,
I'm not even sure who would have thought.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I
So
don't know if
this.
it was,
Yeah.
go ahead.
This was definitely unexpected. I think this overall was a
Right.
good chapter. It hyped up the Gorosei in a good fashion. What do you think about this, Bruce?
So you heard what I said. You see what I wrote in the chat line. This to me is a 10 out of 10. I could not figure out what else I wanted out of a chapter. When I'm in that state, it's a 10 out of 10. Dog, and I got more than I wanted. I was actually having a conversation with Sean a week ago, and Sean asked me, he's like, "Hey, bro, you think we're gonna get all the Gorosei's forms?" I'm like, "Nah, Oda wouldn't spoil us like that. Like, it's already good enough that we're getting all 5 of them, but he's not gonna give us the forms on top of all 5 of them." Shit me, dog.
No, facts.
Yeah, there's something about the forms that's just it makes it feel like a different manga almost. Like
And
the
we got
tension,
to
like,
see,
so much tension.
and then we got to see Ethan fight. On top of that, I didn't see
This
that
almost
coming.
feel like I'm reading Toriko.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
felt
it
like
was
Toriko.
like-
Yeah, it
Whoa.
did feel like Toriko for a second, bro.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? We get to see Ethan fight. We get to see them do the whole entire shit. This motherfucking Jupiter looks like, what's the shit, Sean? The movie Tremors. He looks like that fucking shit.
Mhm.
And then we got finally, thank God, Zoro Muchi Raptor, which is going to be a topic later on. And then Dorian Bronchi entered the scene. I was like, dog, I don't want anything else. This was perfect, outstanding. And even when I was a little to wonder what I just said right now, even the drawings were better than they have been
Yeah,
for
Oda went
a
went
while
crazy
now.
with
It's
this.
been crisp.
What?
That chapter was crisp and cool. No, he has not. But we're not gonna get to that. But this chapter, the drawings were amazing. They were crisp. They were clear. They were
Yo, that
outstanding.
double
This
spread
is a
though,
10
man.
out
Yeah.
of 10 chapter. Yeah, the double spread. Well, I was like, I was giddy. All right, 10 out of 10. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big they were in comparison to Luffy. It was crazy. Like,
Oh, you didn't see Saturn? Luffy
like,
had to be
I
a
did, but,
giant.
like they're just so much bigger than even him. Like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
that was wild.
Yeah.
Like
Is Luffy? Luffy's not in giant mode, right? But
No. He's in his regular.
he
Oh, he's
fell
in
back
his,
down.
he's in regular.
Yeah,
mode. Okay.
He fell back down.
Okay.
Wonder, your turn. Review.
Yeah. The 2 things I was gonna say out the gate. Number 1, and this is for Fire Angel Chris. Shout out to Chris too. Give us our damn credit. We told y'all for how many years?
I'm
Number
not
1,
y'all.
the Gorosei was about that life. Number
Yeah,
1, we've
I
been
agree.
telling y'all for about a decade the Gorosei about that life, that they're fighters. Yeah, you know how many people
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Come
Some
on,
people
man.
thought they were
Wait,
just.
y'all
Yeah.
two the only one getting credit for that? Hold on.
nobody said they were weak.
That's crazy, bro. Like
Well,
every single time, man.
There was a
He said,
section
you know
of the
how
community. I will say this.
Chris and
I
one
would-
is call up. They take credit for the most obvious set of shit,
It's
bro.
actually like
No,
giving
no,
credit
no,
for that.
no,
Nah, that's
no,
actually
no,
so crazy, bro. Like
Yeah,
every time.
nobody ever said they were weak. Like what
Yes,
is
they
I be
did.
telling y'all.
Yes, they
Call a
did.
monster,
Y'all
yo.
don't listen to the community. Y'all need to listen to the community. I can show y'all from KOL to Brago. Oh yeah, I'm name drop.
Brago. No, I don't think Brago has ever said that. I don't feel
Yeah,
like it.
Brago
But
be mad
KOL
with
ain't a
the
true
team characters.
representative of power scaling. You know that.
Brian is kind of iffy on the pick of
But bro, it's not just them. A lot of cats For the girls say aren't this. Oh, Luffy will be able to do it. And I'm just listening to the nonsense. Just utter nonsense and disrespect. These men are scarred up. They
Yeah.
strapped up. What are y'all talking about? And then so there's that. And number two, because there's so much more to get to, but just saying this quickly. What's the next chapter number, y'all?
1111.
Oh God, here we go.
And what
Zoro
does that
shit.
mean? What's about to happen?
Ah,
Or
Y'all,
it's
y'all
gonna
think
be
that's a
Lord
Zoro
have
chapter for real?
about to be a Zoro chapter,
No.
bro. And when that's
All right.
hot,
Here we go.
just like
Fuck
hold on, let me
that.
tell y'all. There are three moments in One Piece that gets the entire fandom. No matter
have a
how they
topic for
hate
that
or
one
whatever,
there.
it become like Bloods
I
and
know.
Crips on a truce.
God, here we go.
When there's
Oh
Luffy
my
hype
god.
chapter, Zoro hype chapter, and lore drops. That's what it is. Luffy, Zoro, and lore drops. And what did Oda do?
Yeah,
He
Shanks.
finished up the fight. So it's about to be Zoro versus Ethan, or either him or Mars, one of the two. It don't matter, but it'll probably be Ethan,
Okay.
which
Okay,
is what
that's
I've been waiting
Yeah.
for. I've been waiting.
This
I don't know.
this
Here we
soon?
go.
You think it's gonna happen like this soon?
Well, we have a topic for that. We're going to discuss.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
we-
going to discuss Zoro later. We have a
Yeah, we
topic.
got a
So
topic.
let's get Anima next.
Anima, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so feelings of the chapter. Man, I mean,
That's a lot.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start with that one. I
Good
you
shit.
know,
Just
kinda
a
going
brief.
get,
Yeah.
early on, we were saying when is One Piece gonna end, and it kind of made me think. No one thought the Gorosei were gonna be here, let alone kind of be shown to do this much, which is kind of why I think the story is taking an accelerated pace.
Yeah.
So the fact that we get to not only see their forms, but also see them quickly just move, that's one of the things that impressed me. As
Competence.
soon as they dropped,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, we're on. It's I don't know if
It
remember
was
like
right. It
Dragon
was
Ball Z or
instant as
something
soon
like
as
that.
it
It's like
dropped.
instant.
Yeah.
Exactly. They didn't
right
even
to it.
think. They didn't have any
Got right
dialogue
to
with
it.
Luffy. Exactly. So that really impressed me. Of course, Venus Juro.
Mhm.
Yep.
He
Which is
impressed me
a
as
Wano
well.
name, by the way. Yeah, but you can keep going.
Not what's his name?
Something Juro, right? Venus Juro?
Ethan
V Juro? Yeah, Venus Juro. Yeah.
Well,
V Natsujiro. V Natsujiro.
okay,
Yeah.
the guy with the sword. We all know him.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
So
Gandhi.
Gandhi Gorosei.
yeah, he really impressed me. And actually, someone mentioned Scar. Like, one, I think you mentioned the Scar. I was like, whoa, how did the Sandworm guy get his scar? And how did these guys
Oh
get
yeah,
their
you
scars?
saw that too.
Yeah, I peeped that. So
I like that a lot of fans picking up on Dune. As a huge fan of Dune, I'm glad that they're getting into that Dune love, because that
Sandworm.
Oda definitely took from Dune.
Yeah.
He definitely took from.
Yeah.
And
I agree. I
y'all
agree.
know Dune. Y'all ain't ready.
yeah.
Y'all not ready, bro.
So to kind of quickly wrap it up, I truly am excited to see how Oda is gonna get these guys out of there, because I still don't know how they do it yet. I don't think the Giants are they're not anywhere close. I don't think Luffy get 5 alone is enough, but as Oda always does, he finds a way, and I do expect it to be great coming up. So
Okay.
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 So now we got John, and then after John, we'll do Sean,
Sean.
and then we'll go on to the next topic. So, John, you're up next.
All right, so for me, like reading this chapter, like I said earlier, it for me it just felt like I was reading a different manga, because I like these specific chapters. Whenever Oda does this, like I love the tonal shifts whenever the Gorosei transform. Like he does it every time. Like when he did it when they first surrounded Sabro in the throne room, and then he did it when Saturn first showed up on the island, and then now it's kind of like it's just wild. Like it just you feel the tension. Like it
Yeah,
just
there is
feels
tension. I
like
can feel the
like a
tension.
thriller. Like
Yeah.
it's so like I love it. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
What about you, Sean?
But-
You think you think Dragon's showing up? Oh, is Sean even there?
Me?
Yeah. How you feel about?
All right, yeah, I'm listening. I just letting everybody talk.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. Nah, John, you
Your
finished?
turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Sean. What you think? What's your
Yeah,
brief?
yeah.
Yeah.
I looking at this chapter as basically a dime, because the way Oda willing to play all these cards just let me know that, bro, these niggas, they matter, but Emu is that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Emu,
Nah, that's facts.
Emu different. The fact that Oda could just throw 4 dudes out at once. He basically telling you, all man, y'all could
He's
have
basically
it.
saying Emo is
This
like a
nigga
god,
behind
nigga.
you, who I call his boss, this dude
Yeah.
can be the MVP.
Yeah,
And
man.
the way I was looking at it too is I was looking at these dudes traveling this far and stuff like that. And I looking at um you know how we I don't know if all y'all watch Full Metal Alchemist.
I
I
did.
feel like in order to have a power that great where you could travel from that far in that time, these dudes had to pay a serious price. And I feel like with the Gorosei, they paid a heavy price for what they doing. You understand? This chapter was complete. This chapter was fire. This chapter was everything, bro. I love this chapter, and I looking at this chapter too. And Oda just the further we get into One Piece, look like the weirder he getting. This shit, this Toriko, this Pokemon,
Pokemon.
this feel like I
This
reading
bro said
Berserk.
Pokemon.
You understand?
God.
You,
Just
you
say
gotta
God.
catch them
Oh
all.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about, Sean.
And the one thing I didn't like about the chapter is I don't like to see Zoro fan smiling like that. That's the only thing
That's
would rub me
crazy,
the
bro.
wrong way.
That's actually crazy, man.
I
No,
mean,
I
they were
take
eating this up though.
joy. I take joy in that.
Yeah, y'all
But
see
I can just
before we move on, but y'all see Cole's video topic on this video?
Yes.
who?
What did he say?
No, he said this is the longest 6-month low div fight, basically. That's
Yes,
I mean,
what he
that's-
it's
said.
possible. It's possible, but you know how Oda
Well,
is.
obviously that's just the agenda. He's just trying to play
Was he
into the
trolling?
agenda.
Or
Yeah,
he
it's
thinking
We
he's
will.
Well, I don't know if he's
Hold
trolling
on,
or
hold on,
not.
hold it.
Y'all gonna put some respect on that Rob Lucci.
Sean.
That's the
Sean,
topic
no,
later.
no.
Okay, wait.
Dead.
So
Yeah.
so these two kind of go hand in hand, which is the power and the design. So now for the Gorosei, honestly, I think the designs are fire. Now, based on the silhouettes that we saw in when Sabo infiltrated, it was kind of you never know with Oda because it could be the silhouette could look crazy at first and wacky, but like I feel like these designs are actually pretty cool, especially given that they're in their full transformation.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in terms of power, like I feel like all of them are very relative, but I'll just go with the basic shonen trope of showing the weakest one first, and then the last one. A lot of people are saying the boar guy is the strongest one since he hasn't
Because
done
he wasn't-
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything, right?
lot
But
of
I don't
guys
know.
saying-
Jupiter.
I don't know. I feel like they could all be relatively at the same level, but there's gonna be someone that's the strongest out of these 5 people. So overall, I think the Gorosei they're looking pretty fire, competent for some reason, even though for the whole of the series they've been doing things wrong the whole time. But for the first time in action, they're actually pretty powerful, and it's fire. It's fire. I like it.
I was
Might
gonna
go.
respond.
We got
Hold up. So as far as the next topic, of course, that Pharaoh was talking about, well, I guess we're kind of combining 2 topics. So we're talking about the designs, or, what do you think about their looks in detail, and the stuff behind it, and also we could also combine the next topic with it, which
the
is how
power.
strong they are.
Yeah.
So I'll go after Pharaoh, of course. So my thoughts on the designs, I absolutely loved their designs. They all look creepy as shit, which is exactly what I wanted. Matter of fact, I think, and it's funny too, and I'm not trying to be contrarian, but outside of Ethan, I think I actually might like Jupiter's sandworm design because it looks the weirdest out of all of them.
Yeah, the sandworm design is kind of fire.
Creeps me out.
Yeah.
And then also,
It threw me
me
off.
and Sean were talking about the movie Tremors. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie,
Yeah.
but it was a
Yeah.
movie that came out in the 90s. Very creepy with these killer sandworms eating people up. So when I saw him, it was like PTSD, like, oh shit, not those things again. The fucking skeleton horse came based off of that horse that got burnt alive. It comes from Vengeful Spirit. It's got powers like Brook.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, shout out to Ethan. I was telling Sean this, that one of the most impressive things about Ethan is that he wasn't just simply cutting up the pacifista. He was doing precision cutting. I mean, he was just sitting there freezing their circuit lines. Therefore, he could actually preserve the pacifistas and use them later on instead of just outright destroying them. So that was actually
that's
even
interesting.
more impressive to me than just cutting them apart. So that was awesome. And plus, he ran through halfway of Egghead in under a minute. That was fast as hell. Also, did you also notice the part where they said he took out half of the passy
Half of
pieces.
the
If you don't remember how many
pieces.
passy pieces there are 50 of them. That man took out 25 passy pieces in under a minute. That was insane. Then we have Mercury, who is based off of Hoki. If you know, Hoki is like a gigantic fire boar. The Pokemon from Generation 5 has a lot of aspects from Hoki. So I expect to see some volcanic fire coming from him later on. Me and Sean were talking about like maybe he could do some martial arts mixed in with it. So a Tekai, Magma Armor, that type of stuff. Marcus, he's kind of confusing me. I like the design, the bird stuff. I don't know what the fuck he did. He like ran into the barrier. Don't know what's going on there, but I'm excited to see what happens out of that. And who else am I missing here? I think that's everybody, right? I got them.
No, hold on. You missing one because you said 4.
Am I missing one?
Well,
you already.
we already
Saturn.
Saturn. We already know
Yeah,
about Saturn, so
Yeah,
We know. So that's my
it.
thoughts. That's my thought. The strongest one, I think, of course, is going to be Ethan. But some people are speculating that it can actually be Jupiter because I couldn't see it myself. But I'll take their word for it because they said when the summonings happen, right? You know how when Saturn got summoned, he had the number 5, so 5 could be the weakest. And then there was 4, 3, 2, and 1. And somebody said if you zoom in hard enough, you can see that the number 1 is Jupiter, and then we also see how they've been standing every time that we see them. Every time Luffy does some dumb shit that pisses them off, you can see them in the order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Jupiter is always standing to the far left, and Saturn is always standing to the far right. So they're speculating that Jupiter is actually the strongest, while Ethan is number 2, et cetera, et cetera. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought Ethan was the strongest, but I could be wrong. I'm waiting to see. So who's next? Wonder's next.
Yeah, Wonder.
So, right before I begin, because Sean said I wanted to address something he said. He asked a question about the power, the exchange, and I'm all about the magic and more. This reminds me a lot of Magi the Labyrinth of Magic a little bit. If you huge into the series like I was, I finished the entire manga. It reminded me of that. You mentioned FMA, them type of things. I think generally, and I kind of alluded to this last stream, is that, or at least in the comments, is that I think all 5 of them, and we'll see maybe about Emu as well. We've seen kind of a little bit of the Jailer Beast guards, and people allude to that. But I think that all 5 of them are the devils within fully taken over. I think that's what we see here.
I like
and
that.
Emu might be the Emu. If they're not, they're mainly taken over. I think Emu is completely the devil taken over. If they're not completely, Emu is the complete.
Actual demons.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Do you think they're fruits, or do you
the
think they're
devil
actual
within the
demons?
devil fruits. The spirits, and remember they say zones have a will of their own and take it, and they take over. You see it with Luffy, and we've seen it with the Jailer Beast guards. I think they're mainly taking over, but I think Emu is the devil 100%. I think maybe the Emu back in the day wasn't evil or whatever. Okay. I think the devil took over. Okay, because and people keep bringing up about Brooks the whole sorcery thing. I think there's multiple things because I've been waiting for magic in the series, and people, they're never going to be magic. Stop it. Oda's been teasing magic. Nami, Big Mom, etc. All right, Dr. Kureha. Anyways, so there's that aspect. That's what I think. I think some of that is the underworld stuff with Zoro. We're gonna see more with him and the swords, the cursed blades. Oda, there's so much more that Oda has not tapped into, which is why I also say the series is far from over. Luffy is baby tapped into awakening. He done baby tapped. So we got a lot to go. I love that they're godly. That's the thing that I love about their design. They're all gods. They're ancient. They're primal. The sandworm. Yeah. Again, I could mention about Doom, but he also did y'all look at that scar? Did that remind y'all of Laboon and them?
100%. I was thinking about Laboon when I saw that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I found that fascinating. I
I
thought each of their designs, each of their choices, again, that the boar with Top Man, we got the mountain god thing in Wano. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like when there's so much that Oda's doing in designs. I think Mars. I think he's got looking at the lore, he's gonna be firing arrows down, bro. Them arrows,
Oh yeah.
deadly,
Okay.
deadly. A lot of them have to do with like disease and stuff. The boars. One quick thing with it. With the giant, did y'all see that one giant take out an entire battleship with one arrow?
I saw. To me, it was a combined effort with him and the
And the
pacifista.
pacifista,
because
yeah,
he
yeah. I
shot
thought,
the
yeah,
arrow
because
and
yeah,
then
he shot the
he
laser at the same time.
time.
Yeah, so I don't. It might have been the giant or both. Either way.
Well, yeah, I thought that was crazy. I thought the designs, I thought they were great, but not over the top. Oda did some wackiness, but at the same time, what I really did like is that we saw Ethan use his hybrid shit.
Oh yeah,
I
hybrid.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because that's
That was
smart.
cool.
And one last thing, now I'll let y'all go. Y'all talked about how they stepped down and they got the business. That's what I expect.
Yeah.
That's the competence. And militaristically, I think running the world, kind of how you see a lot of dictatorships and stuff, you have a lot of men in power that are incompetent when it comes to actually the nature of running society. But when it comes to war, and this is why I always knew they would be powerful, because they're ancient warriors. And every single one of them is called a warrior god.
Warrior God. Yeah.
Yep.
So all of them, they've been battling. There's probably been multiple revolutions throughout the years, and they've been stumping them out every time.
100%. Yeah.
Even send them down. Hey,
Yeah.
here's the next purge. Here's the next purge. So this is what I expect from
I like
them.
it.
And movie.
Yeah, I was because the
Go ahead.
point of topic
Yeah.
last, I was saying a point of topic last chapter was whether or not Luffy's gonna do anything with them, and is Oda gonna show any similar thing that that he did with how Luffy was handling the spider guy. I forgot his name for some reason, but yeah,
Saturn.
and yes,
Saturn?
and none of that happened. So it's just he's just straight to the point and just run away. I mean, we did get the fire ass panel with him facing all of them, which is really nice. I think it's going to be one of the better panels out there. People would always show up.
Yes, sir.
But
And Animal, do you think what you brought up, do you think it's because of each of their things shows their different mindsets? Saturn being the scientist, he's kind of this methodical dude, but Ethan being a minister of finance, he's economical with his shit. Do you think that's part of it?
I think that may be part of it, but also I think it's because of the dire situation. They came here to accomplish something because like there's a time thing going on. So I think they all understood the assignment, I guess. And also I always did wonder, like maybe they're doing this to not piss off Imu. I'm not even sure if Imu knows about this. Maybe he does. But regardless,
I think Emu's clairvoyance sees all of this shit.
okay, so sees all this. Okay, all right. I can
Yeah,
see that.
maybe
Seeing
via
it in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe he sees things through the five Gorosei, so maybe that's so
Yeah,
he
that'd be
probably
one
knows
thing.
how dire the situation is, and
Yeah. In regards to their designs and power, I'm not gonna lie, their designs, I wouldn't say I love it, but not loving it doesn't mean I don't like it. As a matter of fact, the aspect of it that I do love is the fact that they look very like different. I mean, Wonder mentioned something
unnatural.
about
Yeah,
it's like, unnatural and like almost grotesque-ish. And I
Very
do
grotesque.
like that. Yeah.
Stinky looking.
Yeah. So that's one thing, and also, I mentioned this in one of the chats that why didn't Oda introduce them as devil fruits? I mean, this is like very, it's right there. Like do the something fruit, something this. Right? It's very simple here. Maybe he may do it in the future once they get into like one-on-one fights, right? And it may be something that he may introduce there. But I did peep that interesting bit there, and it's a good possibility that they're not devil fruits at all. And I do think they are relatively equal, like the admirals. Maybe one of them may be overall stronger than the remaining ones, and their hybrid forms is something that I would say I'm definitely looking forward to, more so than the other ones. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. So we got John. What you think about the power rankings and like the designs and all of that?
All right. So for me, like when I first saw the designs, I was kind of like I thought it was creepy, and I thought it was like I was kind of put off by it. but I mean that's the point, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's unnerve you a little bit and kind of like create that like chaotic like moment and like
Feel.
that tension look like, oh shit, how does Luffy get out of this type of
Yeah.
stuff. So I really like the designs in that aspect. Like the worm specifically, I didn't really care for, but like
Yeah.
we gotta see more for him. Like honestly, like I don't know, because I'm trying to picture like somebody actually fighting them, and I'm just like my default like imagination always goes back to like them just fighting a giant fucking
Yeah.
worm, and it's like I gotta see him in his hybrid form to
Yeah,
like
the saving grace
actually
is the
yeah
hybrid form, I feel like.
yeah I
Yeah.
gotta see his
Worms are
hybrid form for me to
disgusting.
Yeah.
actually yeah, and I'm just like
Star
I
Trek,
get that, but
Star
I'm
Wars.
just like I would imagine them just like somebody just attacking a giant snake or some shit. Like I don't really see the coolness factor immediately, but like as soon as I see the hybrid form, I'm sure that's gonna look way better.
I mean, the Giants
But
did
like
attack him.
yeah, like all the other all the other designs look cool as shit though. I
Mm.
really like those. Like I don't um I'm not sure if like Dory and Brogy is gonna actually like
Fight them
fight
off.
like full like
Yeah.
fight them off to like save Luffy, and like if they do, will Oda have them like sacrifice themselves to save
Probably.
Luffy? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll like I don't know if he'll like bring them back just to like kill them off. That seems kind of weird to me.
Mm.
But I mean,
Mark,
I'm curious to see where it'll go for sure.
No, for sure.
And as far as the like strength wise, again, like I would assume like Ethan's probably the strongest just because we've seen like he has a sword and shit. Like he
Yeah.
seems like straight to business. Like as soon as they landed, he like fucking took out the path to pieces. Like he was like about it. He didn't waste no time. Like
Pronto.
all the other
Yeah.
ones kind of just like they just like stood there and was like until like Ethan kind of like made the first move. So that was kind of like that was the point where I was like, okay, he's like about
Good
business. He's
guy.
not gonna like fuck around with it. He gets to the point right away. So I think he might be the strongest, but it could be any of them. I really don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's all up to speculation at this point.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sean. Oh, wait, what else do you
Oh
want to
no,
say?
the last thing I would say was I don't think they have devil fruit at all.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I think they all just got their power from Emu,
Emo?
and to
Yeah.
some degree, because like Oda usually would set that up. Like usually he has the title
Yeah, the
cards, and
devil
then he'll
fruit
have the
titles. Yep,
devil
yep,
fruit name
yep,
like
that's
right next
true.
to it, and he didn't do that for any of them. So
Yeah. No, I agree.
he
Sean,
didn't do that with Fujitora either at first
Yo,
though.
how you feel about the designs and the powers?
well, let's not cut to the chase. These designs trash, but they
How they
accomplish
track?
their purpose.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, no. These
Whoa.
designs
Let him
they
go.
Okay,
It's
trash,
his
wait,
right?
turn.
okay,
But
let him talk. Let him
It's his
talk.
turn. It's his turn.
they accomplish their purpose. Like someone, for example, right? Even Koff design to me trash, but he accomplished what the fuck Oda want to do, like a transvestite. Now I looking at the devil fruits, and as far as the devil fruits, the best one out of all of them to me is Big Worm, because anytime
Okay,
we dealing
that's surprising.
with
Okay.
Big Worm, anytime we dealing with zones, I always value utility over everything, because we seeing physical strength, and obviously all of them can have utility because they mythical
Yeah,
zones.
mythical
But
zone.
Big Worm automatically could dig. That's useful. And then you got to look at the worms, their anatomy, and how much they could break off and mutate and stuff like that. And even looking at Doflamingo attack parasite, this nigga is the real parasite right here. Big Worm ain't come
Mm.
to play, and I feel like Big Worm is the strongest out of all of them because
give me some
he's
bacon.
still in his prime, and the way he positioned always over in the same order with um him first, uh Ethan,
Ethan.
in that
No,
order. I
Mario.
don't
Ethan's
know.
always in the middle.
I ain't looking.
Hotman's always in the middle.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh
Why
no,
not?
Mercury's in the
I
middle.
mean, as far
Mercury's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
devil fruits go, I feel like they eat a devil fruit. Let's start playing with this cute shit and stuff like they ain't. But they ain't eat. They didn't eat
They ain't regular shits.
they didn't eat devil fruits, right? But somehow they extract the devil from the fruits. Like you see, they saying this ain't no traditional
It's not a
shit
traditional
with these
way.
devil fruit
Yeah,
powers, because
Kind of what
we
one of the
obviously
same.
see we obviously see the awakening clouds.
yeah.
And I feel like Oda could probably take a route where these 5 fruits is the most corrupt, cursed devil fruits out of all of the devil fruits in existence. And they rotten to the core.
Yeah. I
And as far as
Sean, could it be that they've been around so long that the Devils have just taken over? Could that be it?
probably, but I think I could
Okay.
say for certain one that these, whether we want to say they devil fruits or not, these devils, these would be
Yeah.
seen as devils.
Yeah.
Mm.
You understand? And as
Uh,
far as the fruit I was least impressed with, and I know Bruce loved this one. I have high expectations for Top Man, and I just don't see what a fucking Porky the Pig could do. Like I ain't seen it.
Boars?
Just
Porky
looking at
Boars
it.
are
the Pig.
devastating, bro.
I
Boars are
I
actually
And you
devastating.
know what's
no,
funny?
I
You
get it.
know
I
what's
watched
funny? That's
Timon and
Sean Taylor
Pumbaa.
Burns that he's talking about right now.
You
Sean loves
watched
this
it?
guy.
Hey, no way.
Bro said Porky
I
the
watched
Pig. Though.
Timon and
Yeah.
Pumbaa, so I know what a wild boar capable of. But what it can boil down to me is I have to see the mythical powers
Yeah,
to
what they have on
really
top of the the
what they have on
transformation.
top of it. I don't know if Ethan ice shit is mythical stuff or that's just some otherworldly things.
Right.
Kind of like Brooke. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
shit.
But as far as they go, I have high expectations for them.
Yeah. And I think
But
the black clouds are indicative of the nature of the fruit. So if it's a white cloud, like Luffy and who else has Yamato, it's a good natured fruit. If it's a black one, it has negative
I don't think
connotations
so.
attached to
I
it.
don't
look at
think
the
so.
sheer size of these fruits, bro. These shit
Yeah, they're
huge.
massive. They're
They
massive. And it's not
massive. Because
it's not
even as I was downplaying the fruits, Bruce had to remind Bruce, say, bro, look at how
Crazy.
big these things is,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah,
And it just
which is unnatural because usually the transformations, okay, well, mythical zones are a bit
Well,
different.
Kaido's is huge too, though.
Yeah, because
Kaido's huge.
Yamato,
Kaido's is big, but
yeah, Kaido
what
is
Sean
big,
was
yeah,
thinking was like, damn, we thinking
yeah,
something
yeah,
else like close to Kaido's size. I mean, fucking. Remember how big Saturn was? We were just talking about
Yeah.
last chapter how much
yeah. They're
bigger Saturn was
massive.
than Big Kuma, and now
Yeah.
Saturn looks like an insect compared to them. No pun intended.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
in giant form, like they were bigger. Saturn was bigger than Luffy in giant form.
yeah.
So
They're massive.
and
So
plus
I ain't
we
gonna
have
hold
to
y'all.
basically we have to see these dudes hybrids too, because these full forms.
Yeah,
Like I
the
could
hybrid.
imagine with Big Worm
Yeah,
that he would almost have like using his stuff almost like Doflamingo almost where his whole you just fighting a mass army of worms, large worms. He could produce an endless amount of these shit. And it's just an annoying ability to deal with.
yeah,
I could imagine with Ethan Barrow, we saw his partial transformation this chapter, so there ain't too much to speculate on like that. And I could look at Top Man and I could already see the resilience. This dude he can stop coming. He can be a physical. He probably the
yeah.
strongest physical one out of
Physical
all of
one.
them.
Yeah,
I
he just
looking at
keeps
him,
coming back.
he
Yeah.
looked very irritating and annoying. And I want a comedic scene where Luffy see the meat and his eyes
You try to
glow
eat
up.
him?
that's
He tried to
crazy,
eat.
man.
He tried to eat Top Man.
I
And
wouldn't put it past Luffy, man.
I would
Marcus
not be
Hey.
Mars,
surprised.
Marcus Mars, Devil Fruit have extreme utility. That's a massive bird.
Yeah.
He's like Marco.
That's why he
Yeah,
went
He's
straight
like
for the
Marco.
barrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Went
Wait,
straight
did
for
he
the
actually
barrier.
get through though? Like he got
Nah, we
through
don't know,
I
but
think he smashed through
he
and
smashed.
regenerated through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
no idea.
More than likely. But
Yeah.
moving on to the next
But
topic.
Farrell, one
Oh
one
yeah,
thing
yeah,
I
sure.
wanted to say about because y'all brought up about the sandworm, right?
Yeah.
And I mentioned in Dune, and Sean mentioned about the worms. And if y'all remember a couple things, if y'all remember Usopp and Chopper with the mole woman, do you remember how hard that
Oh
was?
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
imagine fighting Jupiter, literally going whack a mole, literally keep going underground. You don't know where he coming from, bro.
That's true.
but
That
I
is
feel
that
like
is a problem.
another
And then,
secondary ability Oda could probably do with
mm,
him is to give him Earth control because it
Yeah,
only
that's
makes
yep,
what I
sense.
was thinking. I think he can
yep, Earth
manipulate the
control.
earth
You
to move
understand?
around,
That would
maneuver in the
add
earth.
on to his shit
Yeah.
tenfold.
And two other things. One, if you know Star Wars and the Sarlacc from Star Wars, that is the one. If you know the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, what he fell into, kind of
Oh
what
yeah.
what Jupiter did. Also, y'all brought up Toriko, Whale King Moon,
Mm.
Whale King Moon.
I like it.
What the horse the name from Toriko?
Heracles.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Heracles.
And
Yeah.
I've always said that Oda, Togashi, and Mitsutoshi all talk. And I told you they share. Y'all said it's like Toriko. I'm telling y'all, would not be surprised if Oda pulls some stuff from Mitsutoshi's work. Would not be surprised.
I just wonder how much they can showcase this arc. Like, what I really want to see what these dudes can do.
This is Water 7. This is
This is the beginning. Yeah,
yeah.
the introduction.
This is the beginning of the saga. We're not gonna see them again until either Laugh Tale or Mary Jo. This is a taste, y'all. That's what this is. It's an appetizer.
I mean, which is why I'm more like curious, like how are they actually gonna get out of this? Because they already showed to be competent in terms of being
The
active.
Giants are sacrificing. Oda always does a sacrifice.
Well, yeah, but even then, there are 5 of them though. They're literally
No. But hear me out. Oda always does a sacrifice.
Well,
Against the big one. Remember Whole Cake Island? But remember, oh no, I'm saying the giant warrior pirates are going to be the same. We saw the fishermen. Remember Aladdin and the fisherman pirates, as well as the Vince Smokes. Oda does this consistently.
Wait, so you saying all the giant
be
warrior
very
pirates are gonna die?
careful. Yeah, you have to be very careful with this though, because
they might have their legendary moment.
Oda have to be very careful with this ending because this the highest.
Exactly.
This the peak of the world government. You have 5 of the best dudes here. You can't just fumble this like that.
That's why I feel like a lot of people feel like
the giant robot and the giants. I'm just saying they're right there. And if he really wants to, you do got the red hair pirates. You can have the red hair.
I don't know. I don't know about. Wait.
I
don't know about
dragon shit, bro.
I don't know about
How much more y'all don't give Shanks?
I don't know about Shanks showing up. Wait. I don't know. Wait. I don't know about Shanks showing up, but I do see interference from an outside party. But before we go into all that, we gotta transition.
No.
We gotta transition.
Wait, go to the next subject.
Wait, we gotta transition. Yeah. We'll talk about that. But these new next topic kind of go hand in hand, and that's Lucci versus Zoro and what is ACOG, because they're kind of intertwined in this chapter. So basically, Luffy versus Zoro, right? And this fight has been talked about for a minute because like people feel like Zoro shouldn't take that long with Lucci, which I disagree with, because I think Lucci is a powerful guy, in of itself. He's awakened his devil fruit. He's been, growing in power ever since the 2-year time skip. So I don't think like you can just push the guy and just like one shot. I feel like one shot has lost its meaning in the community, because how do you a one shot is Luffy versus Kaido in the Thunder Bagua. That's not. I don't feel like that's what happened.
That's a true one shot.
I don't think that's what happened in this case. These dudes were fighting for a couple of. I don't know how long.
One shot.
Yeah, it's not even close to a one shot.
Yeah,
I don't feel like these dudes have been fighting for quite some time, wearing down their abilities, such and such. And so with Zoro and Lucci, I think this is a solid mid-diff fight.
There we go.
A solid mid-diff. Yeah. Solid mid-diff. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. We'll get to that. But
wait,
we'll get to that.
Wait,
but
go in order.
Now, there's a lot of confusion on ACOG as well, Conqueror's advanced coding. In this chapter, I think the way that it's drawn, it is exactly how ACOG is drawn when a character does a blitz attack. This is a thunder. It is ACOG, and this is.
I never had that before.
Oh wait, you that's how they say it in community, bro. That's what I'm just going off.
It's COC. It ain't no ACOG.
No, we're talking about advanced Conquerors hockey.
You freaky nigga.
Yo, that is the Brago term. That is the Brago terminology. That's the Brago terminology. I'm just laying it out.
People started saying that, but
I don't know why people started, but I just. Hey, yo, Shy.
I've been said that.
So okay, so
Pharaoh, like he's trying to prepare us for something, like he's trying to sneak something on us.
So the advanced
Acock?
advanced conquerors hockey, I think that is the Thunder Bago effect that we saw there. It's just a
Yep.
blitz attack. We don't need to see the streaks. Now the streaks I feel like is indicative of a higher output of conquerors hockey while we see Roger and Whitebeard, but I do
But
think
we
that
saw the black kind of stream.
the
streams of-
streaks.
we
The
saw
streaks.
that.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
see
we
that.
saw that on his blade.
Yeah, but I think a lot of
Yeah.
people have the
it hit.
notion that you need to have the streaks before, like it's kind of like oozing
Right.
out of the blade, which I don't think necessarily has to be
Yeah,
the
because
case.
wasn't that thing with the same? Wasn't that with the same discussion with Kobe as well? People were
Yeah,
debating
Kobe,
whether
the
or
Kobe
not, yeah.
thing, whether it was
I
advanced
still say they
conquerors
use
or
Conquerors hockey.
yeah,
I
I
feel
don't,
like,
I don't think it's called. That was conquerors hockey. That was just
Yeah.
regular Rio. So overall, I think there's a lot of misconception with advanced conquerors, and that is due to the fault of I think Oda not portraying
Yeah.
certain things well in a good fashion for us to kind of identify what has been used and when it's been used. But overall, I thought Zoro versus Lucci went the way I kind of expected, and yeah, Lucci's not weak, guys. But yeah, that's Bruce. What do you think?
All right. So kind of piggybacking off of you here.
Sure.
Wasn't
This
too much of a
doesn't matter.
fan. Yeah, it wasn't too much of a fan to fight, but so I agree with you. I feel like it is a mid-diff fight. It's a mid-diff fight because usually anything that's worth a high diff fight. I know it's a controversial statement, but if it's a high diff fight, Zoro's busting out that bandana. He was bandana-less this fight, so he
Okay.
kind of finished. Also, but here's an interesting thing. I am not 100% sure that the fight is over with
Well, with Lucci,
because with Lucci, yeah, and hear me out because I was like, okay, Zoro hit him, and I was like, all right, good, it's over with, right? But then in the next panel, Lucci's eyes are wired out, but he's still standing up, and I was like, wait, you're not gonna fall? Like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. But so mid-diff fight, Zoro had some blood coming down his face, but he wasn't like worn the fuck out. He still got a whole lot of energy left. No bandana. He was good. So mid-diff fight. Now to go with the what you call it, ACOC, right? Freaky ass
Hey,
nigga.
Brago terminology. But I'm just
Brago freaky ass boy too.
He's just a messenger.
Okay. All right. So the confusion about that, obviously, with the Zoro fanboys and people who don't like Zoro, with the people who are in the middle, right? Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know if anybody's realized this, and I had to reread it a few times over with, not this fight, but the series in total. But the three forms of hockey, armament, observation, and conquerors, have 4 different levels, right? I'm going to go with the easiest one that Oda did the best example of explaining. Armament hockey. Armament hockey level 1 is the invisibility shit. Level 2 is the hardening, which you can actually strengthen the hardening. Level 3 is Rio, if you want to call it that, to where you can actually push out your hockey or throw the hockey. And then level 4 is when you have the internal destruction and it goes inside you, right? Now, I could do the same thing with observation as well. You get the idea. When it comes to conquerors, right? You have 4 levels. The first level, the basic shit, pass out, foaming out the mouth, right? The second level is when you make them pass out, but you project enough force to where you start fucking up the ground, the rubble, and you start knocking them back, right? The Don Chinjiao shit in Dressrosa, right?
Right.
The third level is what we see, and Pharaoh kind of said this a little bit. The third level is what we see Gear 5 does a lot, and we see Zoro do on Wano going up against Kaido, to where the first time that we hear in the manga, not the anime, in the manga, the first time that we hear Zoro use Conqueror's Haki is when he hits Kaido with the fucking what's the shit with the 9 swords? Ashura.
Yeah.
Right? With Ashura, you don't see the lightning streaks like you see him do against King, or when Luffy and Yamato do their shit. But Kaido does say, this motherfucker has Conqueror's Haki. Ouch, that shit hurt, right? He used Conqueror's Haki. You can see some of the bolts coming off of Kaido when Zoro hits him with Ashura. So what happened here, Zoro did not have the big streaks like he did against King. He did not. So Zoro fanboys, yes, you're right. He didn't have the big streaks. But you still see the impact of the Conqueror's Haki from the hit. What Zoro
Oh,
hit Luffy.
yeah.
Nah, I said Luffy. God damn it. Lucci.
Yeah.
Rob Lucci. What he hit Rob Lucci with was level 3 Conqueror's Hockey. If you want to call that advanced Conqueror's Hockey, whatever, but it was level 3. Level 4 is the streets, right? So, Zoro fanboys, you're right, but you're wrong at the same time, right? So, that's what that is. All right, Winder, you're next.
All right. So as the through and through Zoro fan, not a fanboy. All right. This fight is pretty much everything I expected. And I really mean that, and I'll explain. Both the fanboys and the haters, all y'all just be quiet. It was the same thing as ZKK nonsense, which I remember doing a video on that years ago. It was nonsense. The only way he killed him was the coup de grace. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Zoro is
Who is
not
Zoro?
Luffy. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoro is not Luffy. And one last time, Zoro is not Luffy.
Say it again.
Zoro is not Luffy. And I don't mean in a way of we're not even talking about power. We're talking about fighting style. Okay? Zoro, and this is why people are like, oh, Zoro hasn't been through as much as Luffy. No, he hasn't. He doesn't need to. Why? Because he's a swordsman. He doesn't fight like Luffy does. He's a swordsman. He trains specifically in the way of the blade, meaning that all of his techniques are going to be differently. By the way, this fight went almost, if you go back and read Zoro fights, Zoro versus Mr. One Daw's Bones, Zoro versus Kaku, Zoro versus King.
Yep.
Zoro, this is how Zoro finishes fights. It's not, he battles and battles and battles, and then he gets desperate or he gets super serious because he needs to finish the fight, and he finishes it off with will. Luffy also his specialty is what? Conqueror's Haki. What is Zoro's? Armaments Haki. Zoro's affinity is not Conqueror's Haki. He still needs to work on his observation Haki. This fight, Lucci is fast. Zoro does not have Luffy's foresight. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucci is powerful. Lucci is highly skilled. Lucci is a fighter that is very crafty for Zoro to deal with. Also, he's awakened. And what is the whole thing of awakening? They keep getting back up and they keep going. Zoro can't waste his Haki. Okay? Zoro doesn't have a devil fruit. He just has Haki. So he has to be smart.
Yeah. That's
People
true.
say, oh, it grants Conqueror's Haki, as if that's just gonna run through people. Rob Lucci is a first commander level fighter. That is a fact. I don't know why people. No, he is. Everything shows he is. This is.
I'm
Yes,
letting you have the floor. I'm not interrupting.
Zoro, hold on. And I asked it last week. I said, y'all saw how Zoro versus King went.
Yeah.
Zoro versus Katakuri. Is he putting down Katakuri quickly? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Is he putting down Marco quickly? I still think Marco beats him. Is he putting down Sabo quickly? No. So why would he put down Rob Lucci? Y'all need to get out of y'all.
Well, that's
Wait.
okay. So
No.
Is he putting down Sabo quickly? Bro, don't make me break up this order.
Stop.
I would say that.
I said no.
I would say that this is
I
quick.
didn't even say he's necessarily defeat. I'm not even getting to whether he can beat. The point being,
Okay,
is
one
that
now.
I
Okay,
would
my
say
bad,
this
my
is
bad.
quickly.
Yeah.
Though. This is quickly. That's what I would say.
this was not quick. This was a long, drawn out affair, as it should be.
I think you fare worse against all the other first mates.
What?
Oh wait,
He's
Lucci
not
would fare worst.
He's supposed to be better. That's why he's doing what he's doing. And also, Joy
Yes,
Boy Theory.
But
Shout
that's
out to
why I think
JB.
that's
One
why I
last
think he's
thing.
not there.
One last thing.
go ahead.
Joy Boy Theories proposed
you
after
go
this
next, Alana.
chapter, and he's been saying that Zoro's still injured. I happen to like that idea because Zoro does be injured a lot of the series.
They do.
To be fair, though, I will say that before we move on to anime, Bruce, you did mention that Lucci could still be standing, and with the awakening. With the
That was
awakening, we
weird.
didn't see him fall necessarily, right? So next
And that
chapter,
was
he could
weird
just,
to me.
yeah,
I thought when Zoro hit him, I thought you're gonna see this panel shot of like after
yeah,
Zoro
him
hits
falling
him.
on the floor.
You know, typically you have the opponent on the floor with the blood leaking out on the floor. I thought you were gonna see that, but he was still standing. I'm like, wait, is he not done? Like,
Yeah, we'll
and
see
he's an
that
awakened
too.
Zoan, so I can actually see
Yep.
that as a possibility that
Yeah,
he could,
just
you know, the regen could kick in,
regen,
and Zoro
yeah,
has to hit
come
him like
back.
1 or 2 more times to finally
Yep.
finish him off.
Okay.
But I don't want to speak too much because
Yeah, yeah.
it's Anima's turn. So Anima,
Yeah.
go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah. So Zoro never put on his bandana. This was in
Yeah.
a circus fight.
So wait,
in my opinion.
before you go, Anima,
Oh my
what diff
God.
was this, Udub? What?
This is a high difficulty fight, as you would expect.
Okay,
I
that's
think-
fair.
uh,
Anima,
Yeah.
you can go.
Honestly, I feel like we just have different definitions of what high. Because yeah, I mean high
Yeah, you gotta be
difficulty. You
leaking
have
what?
to high difficulty. For high
Different-
difficulty, you have to do more than just. You at least got to put on your bandana, in my opinion.
Gotta put on the
Oh, here we
bandana.
go, bro.
You gotta
Gotta
put
put
on
on
the
the bandana
bandana.
link.
Like you
The
gotta
bandana
do
thing?
Are
something.
y'all serious? Wait a minute.
Zoro put on his
Yes.
bandana
Are
versus the
y'all
fish.
serious right
Bro,
now?
come
Okay,
on.
it's
Hey,
not my turn. I'm gonna wait
yes.
till next.
Like,
Okay,
come
yeah.
on, bro.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Anima,
It's
Anima, you
high
can go.
difficulty,
Yeah.
but, I mean, it is what it is. Because I think like Zoro has achieved that next level,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, right? That's why I don't think it's high difficulty. Like I'm not saying Zoro's Admiral level, but I think he could, absolutely like fight, toe to toe with admirals, but not win or anything like that. But I feel like he can do that. And I feel like an admiral should also be able to fairly easily take down someone like Lucci without any huge difficulty. So Zoro doing that, I think he did a little bit below what an admiral would be able to do, and I don't think it's high at all, like in terms of what he's shown. So yeah, he didn't put on any bandana, didn't go into his hunter mode, and also, so the last move that he used against Lucci, that was like improvised, right? Because in one of the notes, they mentioned that it was like a response to Lucci's.
Sanji's thing, like his was it when Sanji said like he's burdened and then he kind of went crazy? Or
Yeah, but
he was saying
what
it's a
TCB?
response to
Oh.
Luffy's leopard.
okay. I see.
Madara.
Yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, was
Kind
it
of been
improvised?
involved attack as well.
It's kind of been evolved and improvised.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was interesting too. How he can like, if it was the case that it was improvised, that's something that he could do on the spot as well. I do think just from what I mean, Oda reintroducing the character back into the story like Lucci, who previously was a formidable fighter, he could take it anyway. He showed us that he wasn't on level of Luffy. We were kind of questioning whether or not he was on the level of Zoro, but I think it's we all should be, we should tone down, think a little bit, and say, that, okay, Lucci is handedly a bit lower than at least people like Zoro, wherever
Okay,
that
that's-
is.
that's
So
fair.
yeah, and I'll probably say it's mid diff at worst.
Okay.
All right, John.
Okay, we got John.
John.
All right, so this fight is okay. Before I even get to the what level he is, like, let me just say that all this the Zoro versus Lucci controversy, it all comes back to the agenda, right?
Yep.
People have their own agenda where whether it's a shit on Zoro, make him look as weak as possible, or to make him look as strong as possible. Which I've been seeing a lot more lately of like people trying to like put him like as close as they can to Luffy for some
Luffy,
reason.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I don't really understand it because like for me, they've never been equal. So like that's my
Right.
opinion. But like I'm just like Oda's clear with his portrayal of like of these characters. He's
Yeah.
not gonna put like we just saw Luffy like low diff Lucci,
Yeah,
right?
Luffy versus Lucci was
Like,
two
yeah.
chapters, or is it one chapter? I
Exactly,
forget.
and
Yeah.
like, and people saw him match up with Zoro after that and be like, okay, well, Zoro should be like mid diff or low
Yeah.
diff, just like Luffy. And I'm like,
No.
nah, like, okay, first we got to see it, and then once we actually saw it, this fight has been going on for like how long? Like, I don't even fucking know. Like, it's been
Yeah,
like
it's been 6
It's
months.
been like 30
Six-
40
well,
minutes.
6 months
The
in our
manga,
time.
it's been like the manga's time has been about 30 minutes to an hour.
About 30 minutes, yeah, around there, 1 hour.
To an hour. Yeah.
John,
This is
speak-
what-
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, but John,
Yeah.
speak on the bandana though. What do you think about
Okay,
that?
oh yeah, I'm about to get to that. So like this whole all right, so this whole bandana shit. I thought this bandana shit was just a meme. I ain't even gonna lie. I did not know if y'all was serious about this shit. Like
Hell
the fact
yeah.
that y'all actually
No
believe
do
that.
rag, no seriousness.
Listen,
Bro,
this
he did it
fucking
versus the
do-rag
fisherman.
shit. Like exactly. I was just about to say it.
Bro,
He wore that shit against a fucking Fishman and Fishman Island. He wore the bandana. Full stop. He was not going all out.
Okay,
Let's not
yeah.
pretend he was fucking going all out. And he didn't wear the bandana at all.
Hey, that's kind of
versus
facts.
Kuma. When he fought
Against
Kuma,
who?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
he
Kuma. He did not pull out the fucking bandana to protect Luffy against Kuma on Thriller Bark.
Okay, but he
Like,
was like
let's not
half
act-
dead though.
I don't give a
It
shit. He
doesn't
didn't pull that
matter.
shit out. Like that's full stop. Like he has power enough to blitz nigga, but he don't have power enough to like he don't have
Put
the
the
energy to put a
bandana
bandana on. Exactly. Like that
I
fucking
mean, why put on
the
the bandana
bandana
when you
shit
know you're gonna
does
lose?
not. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like I thought this shit was a joke. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was a joke. I did not believe this shit, and I was like, the more I see it, I'm just like,
It's the agendas, man. I'm
y'all,
telling
y'all,
you.
nigga,
It's
y'all
only
be
when it's a
serious, bro.
major
Like
fight at the
y'all
end of the
cannot. Like
decade.
it doesn't
That's
make
it.
any sense.
Did
Like
he put
I
on a
mean,
bandana against King?
I get
Yeah.
that. Like we've seen
Absolutely.
him put it on, and we've also seen him not put it on and still
Yeah.
go all out. Like that's
Yeah.
it's inconsistent. So I don't like that bandana. You can't just assume the bandana. He's only going out all out when he has the bandana on. Like
Whoa.
we've seen him go all out with and without the bandana, and we've seen him
It's the end
wear
of the
the
series,
bandana
end of the arc
without
fights.
going
That's
all out.
when he wears it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
when
so
he wears
Exactly.
it.
When he has to put exactly. That doesn't mean like he's pulling out all the stops. Otherwise, you telling me he went all out against the fucking Fishman on Fishman Island.
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of, but okay, but okay. So
He said he was
one
born.
of the instances when he put it on, but no, actually, one of the instances when he didn't put it on, but he went all out.
Yeah,
So
against
just
Kuma.
He
Kuma
said
and who
Kuma.
else? So you
Kuma.
talking about Kuma in Thriller Bark?
Yeah, when he speed
That's
blitz
it?
Kuma.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean
that's all
that
you need.
honestly that could be seen as an exception, though. Wouldn't you say? Because I feel like when
Not
he
really.
go,
He did the same move to
Because
Kuma
if
that
your
he did to
captain's life
Apple,
is
by
on
the
the
way.
line,
It was the
What?
your
same move.
captain's life is on the line. Wouldn't you try to attack somebody with your full energy? If you know this bandana is gonna make me stronger, then you
no,
just
it's
put it
not.
on real quick before I attack
Wait,
It's
you.
not that. It's like a
did he wear
symbolic
the
thing.
bandana versus Ryuya?
Yeah, he didn't wear it against Ryuma. I mean, although he didn't. I mean,
Ryuma?
he had all his blades
But he
anyway.
wasn't going all out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I mean,
Wait,
he-
he was all over Ryuma?
Well,
Oh,
no, he
wait,
was.
wait,
He
wait,
was.
wait, wait.
Well, I'm not making any claims on that. It's just. I feel
Did he
like it's
wear
more
it
a
versus
symbolic thing.
Wilhelmina?
I do agree
He
it's more
did not. He
symbolic,
did not wear it against
but there's
Ryuma.
certain times where he doesn't wear it that he's showing that he's going all out and all that.
Wait,
Right.
so is the argument here that he is going all out against Lucci?
My argument is he's okay. I'm seeing it as a high diff fight. I don't see him.
Oh,
as
you're seeing it
extreme
as a
diff.
high
Hell
diff
no,
fight?
he's not going like he's not
Oh.
going off like all his
Okay.
power. Hell no. But it's a high diff fight though. Like I don't think
Okay,
it's like
okay,
extreme.
okay.
But
Like
don't you think
I
high
think
diff
he-
fights? Like,
I
you
think
need
it's
to
like
be more
he
injured?
worked harder to beat King than he is to beat Lucci.
Yeah.
King to me is more of an extreme diff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
King was
King
was a
King
high
was
diff.
an extreme diff.
Yeah,
100%.
King was
Yeah.
definitely extreme. So
Yeah.
that's why this
Exactly.
is
And
this
Luffy
being
is a high diff because like we've seen them clashing. Like we've seen them clashing for how many chapters, and we saw Zoro using that
Wait,
like King of Hell
so-
mode or whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah.
Would you
in
say
the
Luffy
early end of
low
the
diffed him? Or would you say
Luffy,
Luffy
yeah,
mid
he
diff?
low
I
diff.
don't think it was
Lucci.
low diff, but whatever.
Wait,
Yeah.
Luffy low diffed him, but Zoro is high
Yes.
diffed.
I don't think that was a low diff, but okay.
That's
With
fair,
Luffy?
Adam. I feel like that's
I don't know,
fair.
man. Like I don't think it's that big of a gap.
I mean, it's not about the gap; it's about the matchup, though. Like
But
that's what a lot of people don't
I feel like
understand.
once you get to a
Come on,
certain
answer that
level,
question.
these matchups don't really mean much. Like if
They
you
do.
Well,
if you're
it depends,
do.
though. It
Nah,
depends. I think certain
Nah,
matchups do matter, even at high
if
levels.
you're at the top of the top, it doesn't matter
Styles
that you
makes
have
fight.
water versus I
Styles
don't know.
makes no. Styles makes
Styles
fight.
makes
Like we
fight.
just saw Sanji stop the fucking Admiral's kick, like because based on style. Like obviously,
But do you
Like-
think that laser is working on anyone above Sanji's level? I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean,
so.
we've seen.
Yeah,
we've
it
seen
could
like,
could work on
yeah,
someone
yeah.
above his level. It could work.
Okay,
on someone.
okay. Let's say maybe not Sanji. Anyone that's on Kizaru's level or maybe Zoro's level or above.
I mean, Luffy was dealing with Luffy had to deal with that as well.
Well, but it was a non-issue. My point is that once
No,
you
it was not a non-issue. Stop it. Stop. We ain't doing that.
once you
Let's not
ascend-
deviate too much. We gotta get
Yeah,
Sean.
Did John finish up the
Okay,
Sean?
Yeah,
and then-
let Sean. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright,
last
Sean.
thing, last part is I was just saying that like this fight, we've seen this fight go on for this many chapters, and Zoro has finally gotten the upper hand of Lucci. Like finally.
Yeah.
Every other time we've seen them clash, it's been like equal footing. Like they've been like going back and forth, whatever, what have you.
Yeah.
Like Wonder said earlier, like a typical Zoro fight.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like everybody expected Zoro to beat him. It's just
That
people's
was-
expectation. They let their expectations on like how the level of difficulty get to their head on like why didn't
Yeah.
Zoro beat him easier, or why didn't this shit why did it take so long?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, like Oda's gonna draw it out however he needs to draw it, and at the end of the day, like we just got to take it at face value. Like
Yeah.
if Oda wanted Zoro to beat Lucci easily, he would have just had him pack that shit up in like
Yeah,
5
easily.
chapters.
Yeah. I
But
agree
he
with
can't.
that.
No, I feel like he needed to stall Zoro. Though. I feel like this is a stalling thing more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Thank
order
you.
to stall it, Zoro's could have just
We'll
got
get
lost.
into that argument in a
Yeah.
second.
Nah, because you
but,
can't have
Sean,
Zoro and Luffy be there at the same time. I feel like it would be much easier.
I mean, with the
No,
Gorosei
I mean,
now, with the
no,
Gorosei being
it's
there now, it's like reasonable to
Well,
have both of them.
well,
there.
but with Kizaru, that's the point though. Like you can't have Zoro and
Yeah.
Luffy face off.
Yeah, but
against Kizaru.
what makes you think Zoro would just automatically go to where Kizaru is when he's known to get lost for one,
Okay.
and the fact that like Oda is known to have the crew separated for like an X amount of time. Like
Uh,
it just
Anima-
like
No, but that's the point though. It's like that's kind of
before we
that's
move
a
on,
part of it.
before we move
Yeah.
on to Sean, I do want to say that I do agree that it is a stalling thing, but I also think it's a strength thing from Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci is not a slouch that you
Okay,
can just.
yeah. So
Oh,
the
yeah,
Zoro
Rob Lucci's strong.
fanboys, yeah, Zoro
he's definitely strong as
fanboys,
fuck.
absolutely. They minimize the. Honestly, I don't even know what Zoro fanboys. Do they want Rob Lucci to be stronger or not? Like,
No,
they're
they
kinda
said it's a
interesting
low
to me.
diff fight. They said
What-
it's a low.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like some of them would be like,
They don't
Also,
care how
Luffy
strong he
playing
is.
in
They just
shout
want
out
their
to
agenda to
Luffy
be
for doing
right.
what
They
he
want to
does.
put him as close to Luffy as possible.
Yeah,
and
they
make
just want their
him,
agendas to be right. That's
uh,
all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
some of the things I've seen. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Sean.
Let's get to Sean. It's Sean. Yeah. Is Sean even there?
Skip
Oh,
me,
okay.
bro. I don't have nothing good to say but Zoro in this one. Skip me.
you already know the number one biggest Zoro hater in here.
Remember
You understand?
what we talked about. This is what you tried the most. Go ahead, dog. Come on, do it.
They skip me. They
It's-
can't be happy for nobody. It's always some comparison. They jealous.
okay.
Jealous to see Luffy
Wait.
fighting all these dudes.
All right,
And
wait. So
Zoro
then,
stuck on Lucci.
don't speak on the Zoro
Jealous, bro.
fanboys.
I
just,
hate
just
these
speak on
niggas.
Zoro.
I hate them.
Okay, just
Wait,
speak on Zoro,
speak on
Sean.
Zoro,
You don't
bro,
need
like,
to. You gotta
forget his
separate the
haters.
character from the fan base.
God damn.
I hate
Hey,
them.
Animal, Pharaoh. You know what we all are. We're like a
They
group
got
of
the most
comedians in here.
toxic. He got the most toxic fans in One Piece, bro.
What? No.
Yeah, he definitely
Toxic.
does.
No, Zoro.
He
Yeah,
does.
Zoro's
He
fans
does.
are
I
crazy.
feel like
Only
Mihawk
fanboys
fans
are
also.
order.
No, but Zoro fans are
Only
also
fanboys
Mihawk
are
fans. That's the
toxic.
thing.
Law fanboys are toxic. Like there's
Law
way
fans?
more toxic fans.
No,
I don't
I
feel like
I don't
law.
even
I
know
think
the
like
law
law
fan.
fans are
Like
moderate.
who's ride for law?
Yeah.
Bro, those dudes dick ride for law, bro. They don't ride, they
Like,
dick ride.
Zoro,
Bro, they be saying his
Sanji, and
name.
Mihawk. I would say are probably the three worst, and maybe Shanks too.
Okay.
Shank, nah,
No,
Shank-
but
well,
Sanji
Nah,
fans,
Shanks actually has
fans
the
to
peak.
me,
Sanji
Sanji
fanboys-
fans, Sanji
We
fans
got one
good,
more topic left,
and
I think.
with taking humility, and they are trained to taking that. Zoro, if he ups
Humility?
any inkling and looking back,
Nah,
Zoro fans is rich.
that is
Yeah,
They
true.
rich.
so
They
the main
can't
difference.
take
Well, the
it.
thing
the
is,
main
They
difference
what,
between
spoil.
yeah, what y'all gotta
Sanji
realize.
fans-
Yeah, the ZKK put a bad taste in the community's mouth. That's one thing we gotta
Yeah.
realize.
Sanji-
That whole
Sanji
3 year
fans, to
section.
me, Sanji fans could take a L and sleep. These niggas,
No,
these
they
Zoro
can't.
fans, they like this a cult.
Well,
yeah, I will
Sanji
say-
fans keep saying, Mr. Prince, we want Mr. Prince. Oh my
So,
God.
I agree with
Yeah,
Sean. Like they
very
take
bold.
L's,
As
but they
simple-
accept the L's.
As simple as Sanji deflecting Kizaru. So them niggas was jealous, bro. They was
Mm.
extremely
Yeah,
jealous
I
over
didn't.
that.
I saw Sanji fans hyping that up, but they weren't going too crazy with it.
Yeah,
I feel
Sanji
like.
fans don't really. They
Let me
hype up.
tell you-
They
Are y'all
only
serious?
they shit on.
Well,
like,
I
they will shit
from
on
the,
Zoro, right?
then
Sanji
again,
fans shit on Zoro, but
Let
Zoro
me-
fans shit on Sanji. They shit on Luffy.
Let me-
they shit
they
on
shit on everybody. Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
how
bro.
bad, let me tell you how bad the Zoro fanboys were. So me and Sean, we always read the spoilers before the actual chapter comes out, right? So we're reading the spoilers. The spoilers are showing us little clips of the Gorosei actually showing up in their form. So everybody who's reading the spoilers is obviously hyped, right? They're like, yo, what the fuck? Blah blah. Except for I keep seeing these rapid posts of Twitter posts. You would think that in seeing the Gorsuch for the first time on the field attacking,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be crazy, right?
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what they all talked about
They
though?
talk about
Oh,
Zoro, bro.
she got one shot. She got one shot. My nigga, the Gorsuch here. Who gives a fuck
Hey,
about
I ain't
what
gonna
Zoro
hold y'all.
Real
But the
talk. And
thing is,
every
one,
single time this op, Oda been channeling his Captain Phillips, bro. He been
What?
telling y'all, I am the captain. Luffy is the captain, bro. You understand? And
Hey,
these niggas can't
Yeah.
take that.
Admiral fanboys and Luffy haters may be the worst though of the
nah, I don't think
community.
Admiral fanboys are that crazy. There's a
Admiral,
minority of
what?
them.
Oh no,
Yeah,
No,
the
no, like
Admiral
Admiral
fanboys.
fanboys.
no, but that's like a minority.
They
Like
don't
not a
know.
lot of people like
no
the
wonder.
admirals.
Wonder, you have to call names. Pharaoh. Just say
Well,
Pharaoh. Just say
no,
Pharaoh.
Yo, Sean,
I
you
mean,
have
it's not
made the
Pharaoh.
biggest switch up
Pharaoh
of
Pharaoh.
all
No,
time, bro.
The,
It's got to be
the
studied.
Marines of
My
Pharaoh.
dude Rago.
The Marines of
Rago.
Pharaoh and Retino. He's
Mm.
represent the
Pharaoh
Admiral
Sean,
Rago.
anytime.
listen,
Rago.
Sean used to be one of the biggest Admiral fans. I don't know what happened ever since that boy Dragon got,
He's strong
you know,
Reality.
lost all his reputation.
Reality
Hey,
happened.
Yeah, now we know.
nah, not
Dragon used to
reality.
be
He
a-
just lost concentration. That's
See,
World
what.
the thing with me, why the thing with me, why I could get at least a little bit of respect because I don't stay hard on no one agenda. I ain't a drone. Y'all
Same thing,
niggas is
bro.
be
Well,
too
you got a
deep into y'all
Dragon
agenda.
PFP right now.
I could
Me.
call out
Hey.
I could call out Dragon.
Dragon did nothing
I could
wrong.
call out Dragon. I could call out Sabo. Y'all
Yeah.
niggas can't do that. When I say
Nah.
Mihawk is a fraud, y'all niggas won't
He's
get on
not.
me like I don't say the
He's
same
not a
shit
No,
with
fraud.
but
Dragon.
the Mihawk being a fraud is just like nonsense, though. Like, where does that even come from?
No,
Nah,
no,
but
but
Sean's kinda right, though.
no,
He's-
but
he can definitely
Bro.
call out anyone, but
You know what it is, Pharaoh?
I-
You know what people's problem is with me? I happen to like multiple characters, and they don't understand. I'm a fan of both
One
Lucci
is-
and Zoro. I'm a
Mm.
fan of
One is
both
be like
Hawkeye
my
and Shanks.
one that's be like my 27th favorite character, Robert Lucci. Only you, bro. is the same type of shit.
No. I don't have that many favorites like that.
Many
But I do
characters.
happen to like
Nah,
some.
that's nuts, bro.
But nah,
that's one.
the thing is that if a character's cool, then all of a sudden they shoot them through the moon. That's not how this works, bro. That's not how you write a story, and that's why
I
most of
feel
y'all
like-
people write fucking stories.
I feel like Zoro, Shanks, Mihawk fans, they use that cool thing. You're cool,
Yeah.
so we're gonna shoot them up.
But
But
Shanks,
well-
Shanks has been always portrayed as a top dog, though. He just has. So is Hawkeye.
Honestly, though,
Yeah,
honestly,
Shanks is him.
yeah, to be
to
fair.
me, and I know I supposed to be like, oh, Dragon, but Shanks is the strongest fucking dude in this series, bro. Based on what Oda's showing, based on what
I mean,
Oda's
that's-
showing,
That's the
Oda
obvious
showed this
pick,
dude
right?
any chance he get, dog. Like
Yeah.
you can't just
Yeah.
look at the manga and keep sticking the agenda. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But-
I mean, so I think before certain things, before Film Red, probably. But
Mhm.
I
think-
told
I don't know.
wait,
This,
wait. Before Film Red, I wasn't sure because one big stickler for Dragon has always been the fact that he was the World's Most Wanted Man, and he said he's Luffy's father, right? And Garp's
Anima.
you know.
Anima. I've always held, and y'all know this for like a decade, I've always held Shanks. Why? Let's look at narrative. Number one, Luffy has to surpass Shanks. Shanks gets the hat from Goldie Roger. Shanks is literally like, he's the rival with Hawkeyes. Like
Exactly.
everything always gassed this man.
And then
he
wonder
has no
on top of that,
double
on top of that, who was the first
Nope.
pirate Luffy fucking encounter on his
Thank
journey? Who
you.
inspired him? Let's
Thank
be real,
you.
bro.
wait. What'd you say,
and
Sean?
all those are points for Shanks. I'm just kind of drawing out Dragon's points though. Dragon is he's the
Okay,
main
what
character's
Dragon
dad.
I
pointed?
still have him number 2 though.
Wait, Dragon, he's the main character's dad, the hero of the Marines' son. And he's the one that the world government have set themselves is the most dangerous person to them.
Bro,
in
at the end
terms of his bounty
day, look at Emu. Emu ain't take Dragon picture up on no fucking stand.
Alright,
He take
okay,
all
well,
these
the
other
thing-
niggas
the-
I
pictures.
think
I mean,
again, there's no way.
These shit is irritate me, bro.
No, but Shirahoshi's there, bro. Shirahoshi's not. I mean, we already talked about there are different kinds of dangers. So
Yeah.
the danger that Dragon poses is different than those people who he had pictures for there. So the picture ones were probably ones where
Potential.
I would probably say is just
Potential.
like
Yeah.
things that he couldn't predict, or like they can't be predicted, and they have really great potential. But Dragon is like consistent. They've said it themselves. The Marines, the world government. He's the one that they put the most value on. So I would
Bro,
say
we
that's a
have
big
so much.
stickler on him.
We have
I,
so
wait,
much
after you go,
opportunities
Sean, I do want to get to the last topic.
for the Gorosei. The Gorosei never is mentioned Dragon name. You know them sitting right at the table, them Black Horse and these
Dragon
niggas
has,
Wait,
just
wait,
not
Dragon,
talking about
wait, who?
Sabo.
Dragon has barely been shown though. I mean, it's onto Egghead.
No,
We
but
barely
it
seen
ain't
anything.
nothing for her to say, bro. Ain't nothing for her to draw. Give me
Sean.
something to work with. Give me some
The
material
thing
where I
is,
can
the thing
balance
with
these
the
shank
thing with
lines.
Dragon is,
Marineford. There are many instances where the Dragon's portrayal took a
wait, Sean. The
skyrocketed.
thing with Dragon is that
But-
he hasn't been put in a situation where he needs to show his strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Ivankov
and
knows
and,
that
and,
pussy
here's
down,
and here's the
though.
here's the crazy part, Sean.
Ivankov looked
It's
at
1,000. It's we're in the end game, and Oda is starting to build up on Dragon. That should tell you something.
Thank you.
Bro, the
Oh,
Gorosei
That's
gets
that's
shown
the-
with
that's
Dragon,
telling you
though.
that
In
his
what world we
his
thought that was
level-
gonna happen?
Yeah, his level of strength. This is the baseline of where we need to be in the
Oda-
story for him to actually start doing something.
True, exactly.
No, that's facts.
Oda showed the Gorosei's form and powers, or at least some of them, before even showing anything about Dragon. That's like,
Sean,
I
you-
don't know,
Sean-
I don't feel like
hold on.
to me, I don't
I
feel
think
like
another thing.
I just gauge how much Oda care about a character. I don't feel like
Sean.
Oda give a fuck about Dragon
Nah,
like
he-
that.
Sean,
He
me.
does. It's
No,
just that
I think he does. I
Bro.
think part of the
Guys,
reason
guys,
why in that picture that you're talking about, where he said a dragon didn't show up. So I think part of the reason why, and I'm not saying that Dragon is lower than any of these characters, but you have to see. I think Emu fears chaos, right? So Dragon is going against Emu, but Dragon is doing it in a very strategic and methodical way. So that's a danger that Emu is comfortable with, because like, okay, it's a military war veteran versus another military war veteran. I know you. I know how to fight you. You're dangerous,
Yep.
but at least I know how to fight you. But when
Bro,
you look
I
at the
think-
Blackbeards and the Luffy's of the world, it's like, what the fuck is with these niggas? Like, how
Yeah,
are
yeah.
they doing this?
Sean.
That's
I
why
de- I
Emu
done it
is
today.
dangerous, and that's why
Sean.
he can't
I
be
agree with that,
off
bro.
of Toy Boy.
Nah, Sean, I feel like you just
At the end of the
salty.
day,
Guys,
no. At the end of the
You
day,
just
bro.
salty he's just
We,
showing up.
no. We passed the point of betrayal. Niggas been telling me, "Oh, Dragon
Shut up.
coming, Dragon coming." We passed the point of betrayal, bro.
That was always
Nah.
50-50.
That's
That was
bro,
always 50-50.
We passed
Nah,
the point of betrayal.
Sean,
These
hold
niggas-
on.
Wait, so Sean,
Hold on.
you let yourself down.
Animal.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Damn, I've been trying to get in for like 5 minutes, bro.
Sean, it's a very
Sean, you have to keep it very simple, right? We know how Oda writes, right? He always shows the top, or almost always shows the top officers before he shows the big dog, right? Who are his top officers he's shown? We've saw Ivankov wild out at Marine 4, all right? She literally,
Stop
he
it.
whatever, put makeup on to block Sakazuki's attack.
That's garbage, bro.
That's
Even
what you
call-
mean?
bro,
Wait, wait, Sean.
Even
With the
called
makeup?
the biggest embarrassment. Even called the biggest embarrassment for Commando.
Levels of greatness.
Whoa,
That's
it's
greatness.
2024.
But didn't-
Because everybody else is getting smoked.
Didn't-
But here
Yeah.
you have Mako blocking it.
Bro,
Here you
supposed to
have
be
Sabo.
Evenkov's supposed to be Dragon original right hand man dog.
Did-
This nigga gets smoked.
But that's a Kainu, bro.
Hearing you. Hold on.
Sean.
So you had Ivankov. You see Sabo wilding. And then we got the whole backstory more of who? That man. The tyrant
Kuma.
Bartholomew Kuma.
Bro,
We
Kuma is
see
the only one
All
who
of
carrying Dragon Legacy.
You don't think
Bro,
Sabo
we-
is there?
What?
No, but
Kuma
Sabo
and
ain't beat
Sabo.
nobody
What is
credible though.
Ivankov?
No, but look
Wait,
at what he
who
went up.
Sabo
more
beat?
niggas than Dragon.
Sabo is surely admiral level, in my opinion, like right
Who
now.
Well,
Sabo
he's
beat?
close.
I
Close.
understand
He's
Sabo
close
strong,
right now.
But who he beat?
Jesus Virgin.
Come on, man.
He
Sean.
beat
Virgin.
Jesus Virgin. He
Virgin
literally
is
beat
trash.
Virgin.
Nah,
Virgin is
nah.
not trash. We're not going to do this, bro.
Wait,
We're
wait.
not
No,
doing
I
it.
don't think-
And Dragon.
Virgin's gonna fix him playing.
Sabo got
Sabo
more
beat.
face than Dragon.
True.
He-
That's true.
Here's the
Sabo
thing.
was
Here's the thing, Sean. So my point is, we've seen the top officers, and they all swear by this man, just like the Straw Hats, just like the Beast Pirates, etc. This dude
Bro, the
Dragon.
question,
How,
one though.
Sean,
The
get,
question
hold
ain't
on, bro.
the question
10 minutes,
ain't no
bro.
question Dragon
Bro, we've been
strong,
doing
bro.
it for 10 minutes,
Ain't no
Sean.
question Dragon strong. I agree. The dude is a top tier. I'd even put the dude top 5. But when you get in that
I have
top
him
5
number
range,
2 after
you have to
Saints.
start you have to start showing
Hold on,
stuff
Sean.
because
Well, Sean, that's what I'm getting to. He's been holding him since chapter 100. This man has not had to make a move, bro. Y'all want this to be punch, punch, kick, kick. It's a war. It's strategy.
no,
You don't
one
move
no,
with
no,
them.
no, no, no.
Yes. No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
let
no,
you
no.
I'm gonna let you
Sean, no,
continue to
no.
talk. You know
Brother, you ain't
why?
gonna do that.
You know
ain't gonna.
why?
No,
Because
bro.
it's
Sean,
more ways to hype somebody than to see them fighting. Oda could have easy drop a damn narrator box, have Akino say something, have the Goro say something.
We have had
Everybody
multiple
quiet on
characters
Dragon.
say about
Yeah,
him.
but
It's
Well,
like
I
this
don't
nigga
know how
don't
much
even
more you
exist.
want.
those narrator boxes don't even work anymore. Like Kaido was the strongest nigga, but like nobody
Nah,
like.
nah, but Kaido was though, because
He- he-
it's one of those things. he was.
Yeah, I mean the title box thing is like I don't know. I feel like it lost its hype a little bit.
Yeah, here we go. Kaido can bench press the most. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Y'all is a bunch of
bro.
suckers.
Sean,
Y'all is
you.
I
Oda,
think this is
Oda
supposed to
does
be
it to
about
y'all all the time. He
Thanks.
gets y'all not thinking about something, and then he gonna drop that fire. He does this every time. I've always held Dragon number 2 after Shanks, and you will see
bro.
why.
Yeah,
Look
this
at
really
Luke,
started.
Come
bro.
on,
You know
man.
what's so disappointing, but this, bro, and why really converting a little bit. Luffy doing what Dragon's supposed to be doing, bro.
No, he's
This
He's
not.
Dragon
always been
shit.
doing that.
Oh my
This
He's always
god.
been
Brock,
doing that
bro.
since day one,
Sean,
Sean.
no.
No, he's not.
Sean, he's been doing that since day one.
Bro, ain't nobody left for Dragon to fight. Who he supposed
What
to be
you
impressed by?
mean?
What the fuck? He's the God Knights.
Are you serious?
Who?
He said the God Knights.
The Holy Knights?
Agora say the God Knights Emu.
Oh man. Okay, so his son get to fight the Gorosei, but he get to fight the Holy Knights. How bad that luck?
Wait, by the way, one of them Holy
Luffy's
Knights
the sun guy.
may be more powerful than the Gorosei. Who knows? We
Let's
don't.
keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. It's 9 of them Holy Knights, bro. Is they build like a crew.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna be. I expect one to be
Really?
one or two of them
Really?
to be nasty.
I,
But
I don't.
What if they're stronger than the Gorosei?
That's hard to
I
believe,
think
man.
the
I
Gorosei
hard to
overall
believe?
are more powerful, but I think
It's
one of
hard
them
to believe.
dudes.
I think one of
I think
them,
one-
bro,
I
like
think
is
one.
actually up
okay,
there,
I mean,
bro.
all right, so
The
one of
Shanks
them, but-
nigga.
One of them.
Garland.
Because
Well,
if you think about
Garland,
it, though,
Garland
well,
gonna
I
be
don't
nasty,
know.
bro.
I don't. Yeah.
Garland
I
is
mean,
gonna be nasty.
because these are going to be the main opponents for the Revolutionary Army, and at least the Top Cat.
yeah.
And they don't the Revolutionary Army. They don't seem, from what we've seen, that they're, I don't want to say
They're
we go.
Yonko crew, bro.
Go ahead and
They're
say it. Go ahead and
Yonko
say it.
they don't seem like they're people who have all these top tiers in there, except for Dragon.
Oh,
and
They're
boy.
a
There you go.
Yonko crew.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So because of that, I would say that
Wonder is correct. Wonder
they
is
have to
correct.
be
They are
measured.
Yonko
They're a
crew.
Yonko crew. What? They're just
Okay,
like the
yeah.
Straw Hats. They're just like the Beast Pirates. They're
Wait.
just like the Big Mom Pirates.
I
the
don't.
Red
I view
No,
them.
but
I
Yonko
view them.
crew is
I
not
view them
bad,
a
yeah.
bit different from a Yonko crew because I feel like they more in sync and more strategized than a Yonko crew. But I
No.
understand what y'all saying. Like,
Yeah.
There are big differences in strength in Yonko crews. So would you say it follows the same trajectory? Like this, obviously one of them has to be the top, but the
Shit.
remaining ones, I would think that they're more in sync in terms of their levels.
yeah,
as
because
opposed to the
you
Yonko
have
crew.
because even looking
Did y'all
at
hear
their
what I said?
powers,
Back it up.
like you could have like a bunch of dudes who train to fight underground and do all type of shit. Like in Molly Army, you could have dudes in Bello Betty shit who get hype at a chance, and you see what they saying? Like
Okay,
specific.
I'm gonna ask y'all this question: Revolutionary Commanders versus the Straw Hats. Who y'all got?
I mean, how many commanders aren't there? Just
Wait,
four
wait,
commanders?
all the commanders?
How many commanders? I mean,
Just
is
the
this,
commanders?
No, it's the
just-
I
same as the
got
Straw
you.
Hats.
I gotta
Name
go to
and-
Strats,
Just the
bro.
commanders?
Wait. So
I got the Revs.
I gotta go to
Without the
Strats.
Revs,
wait,
right?
wait. How many commanders are you talking about?
Revs.
UW?
Revs.
No, all of the commanders. Remember, they have the I'm including because they got like the vice commanders.
Yeah,
I'm
the
including
vice
them too.
commanders too.
Them
Yeah,
vice
yeah.
commanders Strats, bro.
But I
It's the
think
same
the
amount.
Straw Hats
wait.
take it.
So against the Straw Hats, all the Straw Hats.
The Straw Hat
I
Crew
got Rez.
versus all them revolutionary commanders, the ones we know,
Rez.
the Dragon,
Including Sabo.
including the,
Well, are
the
we-
vice
yes,
commanders.
Rez.
including
Wait,
Sabo.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I got
Sabo
Rez.
gonna fight Zoro. We know how
I
this
just-
works.
I just think Sanji and Jinbei can be a problem. That I feel like it even up
Ivankov
until that
versus
point.
Sanji.
You know,
Kuma,
yeah, I agree because
Ivankov versus Sanji.
Kuma.
Yeah,
If Kuma's at full
Jinbei and
power with
Sanji are
his
like
intelligence,
the.
I don't think Sanji's beating.
wait,
It
Kuma
even
is not
because
part of this.
to me, Zoro
Yeah,
and
he is.
Sabo
Kuma's
offset
around.
each other.
What?
Luffy
Kuma is not a part
and
of this.
Dragon,
What?
that's an offset.
Yeah, Kuma is a
Then-
revolutionary. I remember. Well, he's one of the OGs.
Ivankov versus Sanji.
Ivankov
Kuma
versus
is
Sanji
Sanji
beat
or
the shit out of
Ivankov versus
even Cole.
Jinbei.
Sanji is
Ivankov versus Jinbei. Yeah, it could
Ivankov
either
versus
or
Jinbei,
Sanji.
I don't know.
Ivankov versus Sanji. I'm just saying.
That's not
Bro,
the
let's
fight
go
we're
back on them
talking
topics
about.
though, because
Yeah, we
I'm-
have one
what-
topic
my
left, which
point
I'll leave
is,
for the end
no,
of
we're
the
kind of
stream.
easy. They're a Yonko crew. They're Yonko level, bro. Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, they are Yanko level. I agree.
So
I agree. Okay, so the next topic.
The revolutionaries. It's the same thing.
The next topic, Pharaoh about to bring it up there. Go
okay,
ahead, Pharaoh.
so this is the last one, right?
And
what
then
do you
after
guys?
this topic, not to interrupt Pharaoh, we'll have a free for all. So
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want to discuss, we can open the floor for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So basically, what do you guys think the Straw Hats are gonna do after this arc and like future possible implications? Now, I think the obvious answer here is they're going to Elbaf. Now, I have said
wait, that's the
I have-
last question.
Yeah. It's the last topic.
Bro,
Before we
wait,
go for-
wait. I thought the question was that I wanted a question.
Wait, what? No.
Bro,
What
what type
question?
of shit you do, bro?
Nah, it's the
You saw
topic. It's the last topic.
saw the topics before we sent it out. So
Yeah.
the question
No,
is going to be.
bro.
the question
Wait,
is
wait,
gonna be-
Sean. What are you talking
Question,
about?
John. So
Bro,
the
because the question's supposed
question
to
comes
be
into the play.
no,
Hush,
fuck
boy.
that last question.
Yeah. The question is going to be based off of, because this is some legendary shit. So let me kind of break it down to where the thought process is. So never before have we seen a crew go through this shit, right? Like the Straw Hats are literally up against the Gorosei. The world is watching, right? So when it comes to the question that we're all going to answer here, is pretty much like how, because we kind of, and some of y'all were kind of starting to answer it earlier, and I said, hold your thoughts, we're going to get to that later. Is the first part is, hey, how the fuck are they getting out of this, right? And B, what is that? And also, I think we skipped the Vegapunk question, didn't we? We need
That's
to go
the
back to that.
question I
Well,
was
we can,
talking
yeah,
about.
we
Yeah.
can talk about that, but there wasn't really implications of it in the chapter yet. So,
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah,
I
we
think
can
Vegapunk-
we can still talk about that. But
Yeah, we can go back to the Vegapunk because
Yeah.
Sean put in the Vegapunk question. That was really good. It was a really good thought.
okay,
process
actually,
Sean had
let's
behind that.
dive into that right now. Actually, so.
Okay, Sean, you introduce it since it's your thing.
So Sean, what do you think Vegapunk is like? What's his intention? Is it just the Void Sentry reveal that he's gonna do, and how do you think it's gonna
No,
affect?
I don't think so. I don't think so because you gotta look at it like this, bro. You have regular civilians, they don't give a fuck about no ancient history. Let's be real. I eat my food in the One Piece verse and niggas say you have a announcement. I don't care nothing about no ancient history. The only way that ancient history matter if you can connect it
understand
to
it.
something what
Yeah.
happen now or tragedy what happened in the past. And I feel like to build up to that, Oda have to have Vegapunk mention what the world government do pertaining to Lelouchia, and O'Hara
Yeah.
and stuff like that to build to build up to that. And Vegapunk have the credibility to do that. But I don't feel like his last words just
It's not
about
Joyce.
the
Void
name of the
Sentry,
ancient
yeah.
kingdom.
It
'Cause
has
the
to
name of the ancient
resonate.
kingdom.
Yeah, it has to resonate with the people. You can't just start spouting out like
And he
ancient
can't
history.
know that much.
Yeah. I mean,
the name of the ancient kingdom irrelevant. I mean, we want to see
it's
it, but that
relevant to the
irrelevant
people
in
that
terms
know
of-
about it,
It's
but
relevant,
not the whole
but-
world.
Yeah.
in terms of the One Piece verse. So
Mm.
it could be y'all think Emu, I mean Vegapunk know of Emu existence? Because
No,
I feel like that could be
I don't.
you don't think so?
I don't know. I
Dragon
don't.
doesn't
know.
even know.
I don't think.
Because that could be a
Maybe he has a
major shockwave
suspicion
for-
about it. He has a suspicion that there could be someone higher.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
if he knows
I would agree with that. A
exactly.
suspicion, but not confirmation.
I think it's. I feel like Akainu, Vegapunk, and Dragon all have suspicions that there's someone like at the very
Sure.
top.
Because you know,
Sengoku, I think he might
Sengoku,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kong. All these
Kong definitely.
high tier
Definitely.
Marine. Yeah,
but to me, in this speech too, I know it's a little thing, but I want Vegapunk to clear up Kuma shit too a little bit, bro. I don't want him just to go as a tyrant in the public eye, just for what he do for Bonnie's sake.
yeah,
I want him to go as a hero. You know what I mean?
yeah. They could do something where I don't
And
know.
plus,
It's revealed to the
Vegapunk
world
could
who he
even
truly was. I don't know.
Vegapunk could even start building up the sun god and
Oh yeah,
Nika
Nika.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and letting the public know that the person protecting him is Luffy. You know the damage that could do to the world government in terms of like
yeah,
the way they trying to portray this dude.
yeah. No,
Because
that's.
eventually people can start converting to Luffy and believing in Nika.
No, I agree.
And then Morgan's gonna run with it.
Yeah, Morgan's gonna love this.
This situation to me, I want this to be almost like a situation with Whitebeard's speech, Roger's speech, this light a new
Yeah,
fire in the world.
I agree. Yeah, that's.
Go next. So in reference to Sean's question, and just in case y'all not understanding Sean's question, is basically it's a continuation of what we spoke about last week, except a little bit more in depth, since we kind of like briefly touched upon it or so. Because again, this whole entire segment here is Oda's literally spinning this whole series around 10 minutes of waiting to find out what the message is. So it's like we have the Gorosei in front of us, and the message is supposed to supersede the revelation of the Gorosei fighting. So that's how important it is. And to answer Sean's question that he threw in there is I disagree with him on the name being relevant. And the reason why I disagree with it is because narratively speaking, this is what Clover got shot for, right? Clover caught a hot one in the head for getting ready to say that shit, right? So whatever the name is has to be a damning name that will fuck up the reputation of the world government. And I also think the reason why it's going to be so relevant to why he says the name and why people will care about it is because Vegapunk's not going to say, oh, the name of the kingdom is XYZ, and then just stop there. Because if he stops there, then no one's going to give a shit. He's going to explain, as I said last time we had a stream, the ideologies and the technology and the stances they had. There's a clip where Robin, if you guys want to go back and look at it, it's the one where they were in Alabasta and she finds the poneglyph of Pluton. Y'all remember that, right? The one where Crocodile was going to kill her for it.
Yeah.
Okay. She reads in the poneglyph. The poneglyph is mostly about Pluton, but on the poneglyph it talks about the age of heaven or the age of paradise in that poneglyph. Okay. She says that. I don't know if y'all remember this, but if you want to, you can go back and watch that episode or read that chapter. Okay. So it refers to a time of peace, right? A time of heaven, a time of bliss. If Vegapunk reveals the ancient kingdom and while they were in rule of stuff and what the world looked like when they were in charge and how the world was supposed to be ran, the name is going to be relevant because if you've heard this name in a child's storybook or in how Who's Who found out about what Nika in jail and shit, if you hear about this shit, you think to yourself like, oh wait, so that wasn't a children's story? Oh wait, so that wasn't a myth? Oh wait, that wasn't a lie? That shit actually exists and we're living in bullshit because of the world government? Fuck you niggas. We need to get back to whatever that kingdom was doing. And so that's why I think the relevance of the name is so high. And I think that's why Clover literally got shot for not saying word bombing about the place. He literally got shot just for wanting to say your name. Imagine you about to say the name Africa and someone shot you in the face for saying Africa. You don't know shit about Africa, but they killed you for it. It's like, what the fuck is Africa? Why do you don't put that nigga for saying that shit? You feel me? So yeah, Wonder, you're up.
Yeah, it's kind of, we had the conversation last stream, I guess last week, and I hold to the same thing. Just saying the ancient kingdom doesn't means absolutely nothing. I'm with Sean. We say regular niggas, regular people ain't gonna care nothing, bro. They going through things in life. But like I was saying, if you try to say there was once a kingdom, and I still hold Joy Boy as rule, maybe drops that thing, Sun God, whoever, Nika, whatever. You know, whatever the tale was back in being the Pirate King and what Pirate King actually meant, right? Which by the way, on a slight tangent, won't go off on it, but I think that each of the Yonko are trying their own version of what they think Pirate King actually means. But there was an actual Pirate King over a kingdom. It was a century long. You can go into giants and all our speculations. But the point is that, you know, what you're seeing today, this was the technology that was dime a dozen. The people gonna hear that and they go, wait, what? Wait, so you telling me we struggling for no reason? And you don't have the heavenly tributes that you paying? Shouldn't have to pay. Wait, what? They usurped the throne. The world government is a false, and as soon as and building that up to if they say the name of the ancient kingdom, and then it's like with Nolan being a liar, and it's gonna have people and they're going, wait a minute here, hold on, wait a minute. So you're telling me that everything we've grown to know is a lie?
Yeah.
That's
I would like to if the world
Yeah.
if Vegapunk mentioned how the what we living in, they bury technology.
Yep.
We
Yep.
living in a
That's what I'm
stone
getting
age
at.
because of these people.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, they're suppressing technology. I could build more if they would have given me funds. I could have done more for you. Woo, you know that's gonna feel the people.
Yep. Even in the chapter
And
that
I
you're
want
talking about, Wonder,
Vegapunk to mention too. I want Vegapunk to mention that the world government make him make a nuclear weapon would destroy the kingdom.
Yeah.
Lucia,
Yep.
Vegapunk build that weapon, you know.
Yep.
And
So,
Or at
so
least powered
even
it.
though
One of the two, or at least powered it.
to your point, Wonder, Wonder, I don't know if you guys noticed it, and it's going on, and it's actually combining what Sean and Wonder said, and a little bit of what I said, is a really, really small note in this chapter. But during when the Gorosei are appearing, right, we have a little caption of Vegapunk talking to Shaka, and he's still saying, like, how much time do we have left? It's like, oh, we have 7 minutes. Okay, you want to get some coffee? Yeah, sure. See, look at this new Vega
I
coffee.
noticed that.
All I gotta do is put a little drop of water, and all of a sudden I have instant coffee,
Instant
right?
coffee.
So that might sound irrelevant to the whole entire grand scheme of things, but I think it's actually really relevant because I think for people who are watching this broadcast, it might put something in their head like, what the fuck? He can make coffee in like a second? Like that's kind of cool. Like
You have
it's
to
interesting.
think, to your point, that's what I'm getting at. I noticed that too. I think, because I talk about average people, most people average. I deal and I listen online in the conversations I have with people, right, of all walks of life. And a lot of times people, they don't, and I'm not saying this good, but I just have to keep it real. They don't care about the big picture. They don't care about about what's really going on politically, socially, economically, and more. They refuse to learn. But you tell them, yo, I can give you instant access to this. I can help your life. I can have your children eat better, drink better, have access to things called electricity. What is that? Oh, I don't have to labor away to do laundry all day. I can cook quick. What? I'm telling you, people are simple like that. A lot of people, they're not these complex thinkers. Y'all shit on, a lot of people shit on Luffy. I don't shit on Luffy.
I never shit on Luffy.
You think about, they say Luffy's stupid. He's not. He's actually a genius in multiple areas.
what's
But
the chances of Vegapunk getting no this
oh no, that
Well,
man dead.
well, one of the clones. The clones. Yeah,
He's dead. The main body. The main body.
Yeah, the
is
main
gone.
body.
the main body. Yeah, the
He's
main
actually
body.
dead.
I don't think is getting out.
Also,
he
another
did.
thing, that is like, what are the chances that he may not actually? Because we already said the Gorosei are competent. What are the chances that he may not actually get to finish everything that he wants to say? Because I feel like it kind of.
What if it
He
gets
has to-
cut off?
matter.
Yo,
Animal,
you know what?
Animal.
You know what?
Let me
Yo,
show you something. People already mentioning theories like how the stream being broadcast from O'Hara or being broadcast from Kambaka Kingdom. So we could still have a situation where we have involvement from at least Dragon or somebody from O'Hara breaking down what happened. I don't think Vegapunk is dumb to believe that he take preparations, bro.
Wait,
And
so
some,
his
some people are
trigger a
arguing
stream-
that Dragon and Sabo gonna reveal. They're gonna get on the mic after Vegapunk is done and talk about it. I've heard that, and I think it's amazing.
So they're just gonna pull up on the screen
Yeah,
Sabo
that's
and
why it's
who?
Yeah,
visual.
there is. I
That's
can't
the
remember
problem
the
with
gentleman's
the
name.
Playboy theories.
Wait, so
Yeah.
I can't remember the
I
gentleman's
mean,
name because Brago pointed them out. If you go look at Brago's channel, Brago actually
Yeah.
pinpoints the person who came up with the thing. It's
Yeah.
iffy on it, but it is a pretty good thing because he's talking about like why would Vegapunk leave
Yep.
it's a chance for someone to come destroy Punk Records, and he
Yeah,
had
that's
tied
true.
it in. And then the best part, even though I'm not fully on board with the theory, but I like his idea behind it. The best part I liked about it was he tied it into the moment to when Shaka at the beginning of the arc was on phone with Dragon and telling him that, yo, Dragon, I'm getting ready to die, right?
Yeah.
We never got to see the end of that conversation, right? And he was
Yep.
just saying, like, why would he call Dragon out of nowhere to reveal that information unless he had a plan already enacted with Dragon just in case this type of thing happens?
And
So I'm
Dragon
kinda
ain't go nowhere. Dragon has refused, and I keep telling y'all, this man is too strategic. The fact that he ain't pull up. Come on, man. Come on.
But
It's
the
something.
problem with
Y'all
the,
don't.
wait,
the
that
problem too
would
with
mean
with the revolutionaries, they don't have the credibility to reveal information and the public believe them because they've been
Flame Emperor,
demonized for
baby.
20
Flame
years.
Emperor.
No, but well, the thing is, yeah, exactly, Sean.
Oh yeah,
Sabo has
yeah,
been getting
yeah.
that reputation where countries are now rebelling in the name of because of Sabo, essentially.
So you
but
feel
So
like a
is this
domino
so
something
effect.
that
it's
was
spreading like
recently
wildfire.
recorded, though? But is this something that was recently recorded?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
what people
Yeah.
said.
Well,
It was recorded that day.
yeah.
That's what people have been saying.
That
And-
okay, if it's that day, then it would
And
make
if
sense.
Sabo reveals about Emu, yo, I saw someone on an empty throne, someone at the top of the world. Yo, the Gordon, bro.
Wow.
Crazy.
I'm
Wait,
telling you, that's
wait.
what people are saying.
Wait,
Bro.
okay, then
To me,
that they showed
Bruce,
up
and
on
I
the
know
internet,
you, Bruce. I know you don't gonna like this, but that empty
What?
throne information, that's a past learning about the name of the ancient kingdom because that could
yeah.
cause some serious shit in the One Piece verse,
No,
bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
for
mad
sure.
at that at all. He kind of,
And also, I didn't kill Cobra.
agree.
I didn't kill
Cobra.
Cobra. They killed him.
Cobra,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah,
Cobra is at
Because-
least their
because guess
concerns,
what?
bro.
Guess what? You think Nine Kingdoms revolt when Nine Kingdoms revolt after the Reverie? Watch how much Kingdoms revolt after they
there
get news.
there
like,
will
Emu.
be
And
some more
you know what's funny, Sean, about that is the reason why I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you about how that might surpass the Asian. I'm gonna follow the Asian Kingdom for my own personal stuff. I like to hear about the voice century shit. But
Right.
why that is so important is you have to remember not only are the 50 kingdoms or 100, sorry, it's 170 fucking countries that are united with the world government, right? Not only are they going to be disillusioned with that information because of like, wait, I thought it was all equal. You have to also think of the chaos it will cause for the celestial dragons. The celestial dragons are under the impression that all 20 of them, well, 19 because Cobra's family never went up there. The
Right.
19 families are equal. Even they have bought into the lie. So now you're gonna tell them also like, wait,
So,
what the fuck?
internal
Hold on,
issues as well.
You gonna tell me that the Norona family has been running shit the whole entire time, and we just second fiddle? Fuck that shit. Hold up, dog. If you're gonna be rich, I'm gonna be rich too. We can't be on the hold up. It's gonna be chaos in Mary. It's gonna trickle down from the bottom floor of Earth all the way up to the holy land of Mary Dwell. Then no one's gonna fuck with that information. But this bullshit.
And
then
we're also
Dragon
not
gonna
even
say,
yeah. We're
I
also
was
not
gonna say,
talking yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh no,
I
I
was
was saying I was saying that
good.
we're also not talking about the Marines and how they're gonna take this situation. It's
Yep.
like, hold up, you guys been a guy up top this whole
Okay.
time.
So then this is all the more reason why I think that kind of reveal probably is not gonna happen, right? Because
Wow, the
kind
emu
of
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that kind of shakeup is something that's kind of end game shakeup,
But
right?
wait, Animal. What's the point of Sabo seeing Emu if it ain't gonna cause a worldwide something?
Yeah, it's
Make
gonna
it see the
happen,
payoff
but not now though.
It's gonna happen,
But
gonna
I
happen
think
later.
Anima, I
Endgame.
think the
But
we
in no
still-
better
we still
time
have-
than now because you have the world watching.
Wait, no, okay,
Yep.
but saying things like the Marines are gonna question the Celestial Dragons
They
are gonna
already
question the rest of the world. I mean, these are things that internally is gonna cause the world government to be on their back foot, right? And they don't have enough manpower to be
Well-
able to take that right now. If everyone else is kind of
well,
going
there's a
You
lot of
sound like a
secrets we don't
sympathizer.
know yet.
That's
Though
my
that's the
problem.
thing.
You sympathizing with the world government. Who gives a
Thank
fuck about their
you.
manpower?
Wait, what do you mean? Of course, I have to
No, no.
sympathize with the world government. What do you mean? I'm just.
He's a
it's
trainer, bro.
interesting.
No, I know what
The
you are.
world government
So
has
I know
plenty.
what you
You
are.
want to
It's
call
the
it? I've been
insurgent.
saying a civil war in the Marines. I keep
Wait,
saying
what?
it's
Yeah,
going to be a
Civil War.
bunch
I
of
agree with that.
putting.
I've been saying that for years.
The
I'm
Yonko
just
gonna come, the
gonna
pirate world will come together. Like the plenty of nations. And also, here's the thing. All right. So here's the thing about it, right? Everybody, just like in our world, people are assuming that everybody's instantly gonna. No, they won't. There are going to be sides that's taken with the world government versus sides that are not taken with the world government. Just like
Yep.
Oda's literally doing a meta commentary on our world. 170 nations is about the same number of nations in our world. If people pay attention, he did a UN sort of thing with the Reverie. Like you guys people have to see the bigger picture of what he's really talking about. Anyways, it's like people are assuming that everything's just you're talking about timeline wise, and you brought up about timeline wise. In the timeline of One Piece, all of the dominoes, and this is what happens with Revolution, they happen very, very quickly. One quick thing. The American Civil War, if you've never looked into how quickly it started, it was 6 months. Between the secession of the Confederate States of America to the first shots fired, 6 months. That's how quick stuff happens. It's going to be a couple months.
You know why I would like
Because
for it to be
yeah,
for the emo information to be revealed too, because I want the world government to be even more destabilized to the point where
Yeah.
they have to they almost have to spread their whole organization out to quell these
yeah,
fires
to
in the
call
world.
fires.
That's when we see
And Sean, you
that's
know,
when we see a holy
so
knight
two-
being sent to
and
destroy
Sean,
a kingdom.
yeah, and Sean, I think what's also important about this is the reaction that they're gonna have. It's gonna bring them back. It's gonna bring flashbacks, PTSD back to the Void Century. Oh shit, we gotta reset everything over again. They're gonna go haywire with everything, bro.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, we gotta
what
go
if
back to the
Dragon
Stone Age
says-
now. That's
what
how
if
that's how
Dragon
desperate they're
says-
gonna go. Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
Dragon says, don't pay the heavenly tribute as well? Because here's the thing. Remember,
Wow.
remember the Revolutionary Army is already trying to starve out
Exactly.
Mary Joa. If you don't pay
Wow.
them, you starve them out.
Yeah.
You don't
That's-
even have
that's-
to pay.
That's true.
Wonder.
That's true. Yeah.
Wanda, that's some top tier shit right there, bro. I love that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
So
telling you,
not fair.
Dragon's
Two
gonna get on and
things.
say, fight for yourselves. Don't pay them shit. He ain't gonna
Because
say that, but
because
you get my
because
point.
because
Mhm.
if you take away their money, they don't have
Yep.
shit. These a bunch of
Yeah.
spoiled
Yeah,
people.
they're just leeching off of the
right.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
So I mean,
Because-
one thing I would say is that the Marines have to still be, at least the majority of the Marines still have to be on the world government side. Otherwise,
Not really.
no, they have
Not
to
really.
because otherwise
yeah,
none of this
yeah.
would really.
I
I'm
think-
talking about from a narrative's point.
I think it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
I agree with
does
Anma
make
there.
sense.
Initially,
Because
yeah.
otherwise
Initially,
You still have to
think
keep in
about
mind too,
it-
Anima,
making the
you still have to
world
keep
make
in
sense.
mind too that the world government loaded. Like you don't think just the world government loaded.
the
bro.
thing is,
But the world
Me
government
and
is-
Zoro say
um,
you have
Anima.
the whole- you have the holy
is-
knights.
Anma,
But
what we
they
also
are
need to
the Marines,
realize.
though.
Yeah, I
the world
agree.
government is the Marines, right?
Yeah, they are the
No.
Marines. They're a
No,
faction of.
people
They're like a
don't know.
subset of the Marines.
I'm saying the people
No,
that
no.
go
Subsidiary.
The other way. The
Marines-
other way around. I mean.
Well, yeah, but the point I'm trying to say is that the people who will be going out to quell these rebellions and all that stuff are the Marines. They're
But
not
but
any
You
of
forget
the-
about
of
one
but
thing.
Anima, what we have to realize is
Also-
that what we have to
Bound.
realize is that the world government also has a lot of secrets. Like they managed. We don't know how they obviously some backstabbing may have gone, in the Void Century and all, but they managed to take down 19 of these families. Managed to take down the Great Kingdom.
Pharaoh.
We don't know what ancient
fact
powers
that-
they have
the fact that-
access to. We don't know what emu.
Bro,
Like, there's a lot of secrets. Like the thing that Doflamingo
Yeah.
talked about. I feel like all these stuff they're gonna be revealed and they're gonna start using them to quell all
Mary
these things
Jo is
going on.
huge.
The fact that you have 5 elders come way down here. These
Yeah.
people don't leave their office for nothing. That should tell you the weight on what Vegapunk can say, bro. This
Yeah.
can be huge,
This
dog.
is
that's
massive.
why they're
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
So
they're-
another
they're-
thing that I
they're-
wanted to miss. Yeah.
Hey, Anima, you're worried about firepower. So we only just heard it, and people are like, oh, it's in game. You just heard about the God's Knights, the Gorosei on the move, and I keep saying
but
this:
that's not enough manpower.
Kong and others. There's gonna be other celestial dragons there about that life. I am telling y'all.
Bro, stop it. Stop it. Those
necessarily
Celestial
disagree.
Dragons too about that life.
Wait,
is-
I don't
No,
necessarily
stop it. Because
disagree.
this the endless cycle of shit. The last Celestial Dragons who can be about that life is the Holy Knights. That's their best.
No, Sean, think about it logically.
That's the point of the Holy Knights, bro.
No. There, Sean, think about this
yeah.
logically. They at least one in every family. At least one in every family. Think about it. Why
20
wouldn't
families. I think there's
Bro,
gonna
I
be
tired of
there's
these
gonna wait
secret factions
Sean
and shit. That's
Sean
it.
I think there's apart from the Holy Knights, right? I'm not gonna go
Don
too far with
Quixote,
it.
Doflamingo.
I think there are gonna be
Anybody?
outliers within each family, like the
Yeah.
heads of each family knowing or having access to some secret power that's been passed down from generation, some secret shit. Like I can see
wouldn't-
that happen.
Doflamingo was a
surprised.
celestial dragon.
Yeah, okay.
Shanks is suspected to be a celestial dragon.
I wouldn't be
Garland is a
surprised, though.
celestial dragon. Come on, guys.
You
Even-
know
even
what I
with-
would like?
without the
I would like
Marines,
if
it's still
the
used-
Gorosei power. I
Mm.
would like if the Gorosei power, majority of their power come from sacrifice and oppression, like the sacrificing the slaves and blood sacrificing for to
So
using them
demons.
magical shit and them
And you
rings
see-
and stuff.
And
Yeah.
have y'all
You
noticed
saying directly coming
the
from that?
celestial dragons without the helmets are the powerful ones? Why do they keep and why do the other ones have helmets on?
Wonder,
Otis
you
never
you
addressed-
remember the Magnus Starak in Magi?
Yes. Yeah. Toron.
Almataran,
Don't-
yeah, the guy
Yeah. That's my shit, bro.
Okay, so
Oh, you're talking about that, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
know
the
what you're
second, the second thing that I wanted to bring up with this is that with Dragon and possibly Sabo being mentioned, so like, is it just gonna transition to a different feed, or because would this mean
No,
that they
same
were
feed.
on the island? Because
Same
if
feed.
they're gonna be a
No, I would like for
Well, that's the point,
Vegapunk
though.
to spit first. I would like for
Yeah.
Vegapunk to spit first. The first thing I want him to say,
yeah,
first word should be out his mouth, is Bartolomeo Kuma was framed, and so, this man is a kind man. Clear
I
that up.
don't think the world cares
Oh,
about
it's
that
the
that
first
much.
thing you
But
do.
but
I don't give a
No,
fuck
but
about
no,
that.
but
Sabo is
he
that
can do that.
No, actually, the world might care because of how he was a Shichibukai and more. They actually
Bro,
might
they
care.
label this man as a tyrant.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I
And
think
Vegapunk, they make Vegapunk wipe this dude brain. That's why Vegapunk give Bonnie the pacifist because he have morals, bro.
yeah.
You understand?
But I mean,
So-
it's a good scheme of thing. I guess maybe
Whoa,
just
whoa,
to
whoa,
cover his
Anima.
name like a symbolic thing.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
Anima, I
about
think
morals, bro.
the whole world is not necessarily going to care, but what Vegapunk is going to do is use him as
As
an
an
example of what they
Okay.
did to someone
All
like
the
him.
experimentation.
see,
Yeah,
I see,
all
I
the
see.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on.
Guys,
Hold on.
Wait,
And then
wait,
the
wait,
second,
wait, wait,
the
finish
second part of
let's hear it.
Vegapunk's
Let's
speech,
hear
the second part of
Let's hear from
Vegapunk's
somebody.
speech.
Let's hear from somebody who hasn't spoken about
Wait,
John. What you
yeah.
think about
Oh
this?
yeah, yeah.
John.
Is John here?
I was that was one thing. I was,
No, I think John. Oh, okay.
John.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah, what you think about this, bro?
I was just about to dip out, but I'll be back though. I'll be
Oh,
back.
okay. Got you, bro.
okay,
got you.
so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, there's one thing that
Okay,
I
let me
wanted to say, though.
spit.
No, wait.
Wait, let
I
Adam go,
just-
and then you can go,
I
Sean.
just wanted to understand, because you say it's the same feed, but how did
Yeah.
they record it and give it to Vegapunk, right? Were they on the island? Were they on Egghead? And then
No.
record it?
You know you can use the same feed, bro. Once the feed's open, right? You know
Okay,
you can
yeah.
use it.
Okay, so they recorded something and sent it to Vegapunk, and then 'cause the whole
No.
dynamic there, I think
What
it's
I'm
a bit
saying
more.
is Vegapunk. This is pre-recorded on the same feed. Dragon and Sabo speak on the same feed. That's
so-
going out to the world.
So you saying they were in a what do you call it, a video call together, and then they were recording at the same time?
No.
No, I
you're
would
thinking-
like for one of the
no.
signal points to be on Kambaka
Yeah.
Kingdom.
If
You
it's on
understand? So
Comic-Con,
once
they're using that.
once one of the feeds get cut off, the feed with Vegapunk get cut off, and they kill him. Another feed pop up with Dragon. This after Vegapunk already say all this shit.
Well,
and
yeah.
clear
So,
up
that mean-
everything.
so it would pretty much transition.
So
to
the world
Dragon,
government
though.
starts celebrating, thinking the shit over. Then boom, Dragon appear on the screen.
Yeah.
or
Okay.
Sabo,
So
one of them.
So
What
Vegapunk,
if
however, where it
Vegapunk-
would transition, right?
What if Vegapunk speaks on Punk Hazard and all the experimentation that they experiment on
I
children
don't
and
think the world
giants?
would care, man. I
Oh,
feel
what you
like
would what?
it's-
that
it's-
they-
it's-
hold on,
I feel
hold
like
on,
it's
hold
too lower down. I
No,
don't
no,
think
hold on.
It's more
won't
so
come down.
That ain't
it's more
enough
so
because
being
they
used as an
criminal
example,
criminals.
Anima, not
Yeah.
necessarily that.
Wait,
It's
wait,
hold on,
an
Anima,
example to
Anima,
prove a
Anima,
point.
bro, look.
Anima, hear me out.
Wait. The Gorosei came down. They're not coming down for Punk Hazard, bro. They're not coming
Anima,
down.
hear me out. It's part of a larger thing. If he tells about experimentation of children, he talks about the slave trade, the drug trade, that we've been creating weapons, that we've been. Who? What?
Don't they know about the slave trade? About
They
slaves?
know. They know.
No, they know about
Yeah.
slaves, but
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Anima.
They don't know about
Mother-
the child trafficking, though. You gotta know about the child trafficking. They don't know about that.
Remember, exactly. Remember Mother Caramel? There's a reason.
Yeah,
Oda
they
brought
don't
that
know
up
about that.
This is what I'm talking about. What about Cypherpol? How do they get Cypherpol agents? This is what I'm talking about. The world does not.
What if?
know any
What
of
if?
this.
What if?
Is it-
Okay, one.
Is it
What if-
Vegapunk's place? Like I don't know about that. I feel like it's something
Animal,
more
what-
grandiose.
What if
Well, the-
Vegapunk speech?
Yeah.
What if Vegapunk's speech start off as an apology because he have to make himself be a part of this for people to feel like he ain't lying, so he could say, okay,
Yeah.
attention, people of Earth or so.
Yeah, he needs
I
to. He needs to.
apologize for.
Yeah.
Say,
He
I
needs to
apologize
capture
for
their
building
hearts.
mass weapons of destruction at the
Yep.
world government command. You understand?
can't
I
just
created a
apologize.
weapon that was used to destroy Lelouchia. You understand? I killed a man at the hands of the world government named Bartolomeo Kuma. I took away his free will at the world government
Basically, he
command.
taking
You understand? He
accountability.
could make it look like
What
it's
if-
a apology.
Accountability. Accountability.
What if he mentions about the weapons trade like on Dressrosa and Wano, that the world government has been conducting weapons
No
trades
man,
that have led to wars around
that
the
ain't
world.
big enough.
No, but Sean, you're not. Y'all
Vegapunk
are
have to
looking.
apologize, bro.
But Sean, you're not. Y'all aren't. This is what y'all aren't understanding. I'm talking about the stuff that affects the day-to-day persons, right? That'll get them going. That the world government isn't protecting us. They're causing our pain. They're causing our suffering. They're causing us to go to war and to die and all of this stuff. That is the stuff that enrages people.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. They
Y'all
can
want
definitely. Yeah.
grandiose- they don't care about
He
that
can
stuff.
tap into a
They
lot
care
of
about
different
simple.
things.
Yeah,
tap
He
into
could
a lot
go
of
into,
different things.
even though he could say, okay, the world government command, he was ordered to experiment on children. Different shit. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of different shit Vegapunk could destroy them with.
Yeah.
You understand? And he could say
Yeah.
he an innocent man because he went through with it because they promised him funding. He can
Money.
make himself look good. I think it's a big apology. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
But
yeah.
that's what I'm
implicating the
getting
world
at.
government and
You
everything.
get my
Part of
point,
it.
Juan. Is that if he expels the tea about all the things that go on in the world, and then that sets up later to hear about an ancient kingdom and what was going on, because he can't know stuff, bro. Come on, man. This man cannot know all the secrets of the world. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he doesn't know everything.
Because that,
Yeah, doesn't know everything, but
but
he did read all those books, right? Well, everything that the
Which has
scholars
a
had
part of
found.
information, yes. He has information of at least about 8 poneglyphs, but he don't. So what Vegapunk does not have is Vegapunk cannot and will not have the information about the Rio poneglyph.
Yeah, the Rio.
Because the only way you can read the Rio poneglyph is if you go to Laugh Tale. So that will be up to Robin to find out. And remember, the Rio poneglyph is specifically all the information regarding the Boy Century, right? So the only thing that Vegapunk does not know about, Vegapunk has no idea what happened during the Boy Century. But it is very feasible that Vegapunk has information about what happened prior to the Boy Century and what could have led up to the Boy Century.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree.
The
with that.
dwarves have knowledge. A lot of places have knowledge about what was before. I'm telling y'all, something happened during that century that they just don't want talking about. Y'all can know before and you can know after, but what happened? Why did y'all block that out?
Yo, listen, I feel like
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like the Void Century flashback got to be like 40 chapters, man. We gotta see something, bro. I feel
it'll
like
be
that'd be
long.
amazing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, the Void Century,
Taking us
Void
out of like
Century
this
shit
era
can
and
be-
going back to an era almost 1,000 years ago, bro. That would be so fire. That would be so
Wano's, the old Wano, a lot of
Void
stuff.
Century arc might be the best in One Piece.
fire. It might be the
Yeah,
best.
yeah. Honestly, I've never. I don't think I've ever looked forward to like a flashback before, but the Void Century
Honestly,
is probably one of the
The
ones.
build
where
up that
I-
we've
Roger
had is
flashback.
insane, bro.
We got to get Roger and Rocks, bro. We got to get Rocks' flashback.
Okay,
I'm
well,
serious.
Rocks, yeah, actually rocks. Never mind.
Yeah,
And another
Rocks-
thing
Rocks-
too,
Badly,
another
bro.
thing
Because
too,
Rocks,
and another thing too that I spoke about before.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
Percy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll go
who's-
after you.
who's?
I'm wondering what's going on. I'll go after one.
Okay.
Oh, I was saying I don't understand why people think Rosh is evil if he was going after the taboos of the world. That's what Luffy and his crew do.
I mean, that's
literally what they
facts.
do.
Yep.
That's facts.
Another thing I was getting ready to say
I
is
think
one.
Rock
If
just a
anybody
complicated man. I
doubts
don't think he
that
was good either, though.
Vegapunk has read the poneglyphs before, it's proof in the pudding of when they first touched down on Egghead and they say, wow, this is a very futuristic city. And Shaka says, no, actually, this is the city of the past, right? Or island kingdom of the past, referring to the ancient kingdom as in this is how the ancient kingdom was. The only way you can find out any information about the ancient kingdom and what it was like and what they do and their technologies, how do you do that?
So, bro,
Poneglyphs.
why would the world government stop the advancement of technology and go backwards? What was so dangerous
Yeah, it
about
was,
that technology?
That's what I'm
back
saying.
then?
That's why.
reset.
That's why it's like two sides, both sides, Sean.
You can
Yeah.
facilitate more money that way if you're the top dog. If you have all the information, like for instance, what if
What?
if I knew how to make cars, right? If I'm the only person that knows how to make cars and I can hold that information back from people, right? How much do you think I could charge somebody a car?
Yeah, but
I-
but
guys,
Bruce, don't you
it's-
think
it's
that
more
it's
than that.
Don't you think
But
it's
yeah,
so
it's definitely
more
more
than
than yeah. So I think
what?
I think
can answer some
I-
of them.
yeah. Again, I think it's both sides where why
Mhm.
like Sean, you were saying why stop the advance of technology. Well, the thing is we're kind of seeing that with Vegapunk right now, where he's creating these insane like beings, like he called them the strongest humans
And
to
then
ever
I
exist
look
or
at
something. And
I
I
look
think
at
and I,
the
and I
look at
think
the ancient kingdom
I think back then
and
they were creating things that were so abnormal that they kind of perhaps foresaw the
Pharaoh.
end of the world.
Pharaoh. I
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
things. For
I
you.
look at the ancient
Number one-
kingdom and I look at the ancient kingdom and I compare them to almost Wakanda or something like that. They had
They had
um
they had
natural
technology.
the most natural resources. Even if you look at the robot and what power in them,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that thing with power in them, the fuel for that is
Mm.
how, because we have to look at the world government don't have enough money to fund Vegapunk creations, right?
Yeah.
And the world government wealthy in the One Piece
They
world.
barely
So
have enough funds.
They do,
uh,
and they're holding it back.
But John,
they don't have
but
enough
Sean,
funds.
They do.
So
Sean, it's not just
They do.
funds. It's knowledge. All right, so imagine this, guys.
it ain't knowledge, bro. Vegapunk know everything. It's funds.
No, he doesn't. No, he
No,
doesn't.
no. He
No,
doesn't know everything. He's catching
No,
up
he
to the
doesn't.
Void
He
Century.
only knows.
Bro,
he
the
knows
only
things.
difference between Vegapunk and the Ancient Kingdom, dude, is money, dog. I
No,
telling
Sean.
No,
you.
it's not.
No, Sean. He's trying
Sean,
to
In
catch
terms
up
of
to them dudes.
capability, yeah. I mean,
John,
he has the
well-
ability to.
Okay, guys. It's very, very simple, right? You see the Library of O'Hara, right? That's a collection of knowledge, not just one mind. But if you have thousands upon thousands upon if not millions of minds working scientifically,
like that.
it's like Krypton, if you know Superman, right?
Yeah.
We're an advanced civilization where what Vegapunk is doing was literally
Which is
child's
one
play.
person.
Wonder. What I saying is them minds don't mean nothing if you don't have the resources to execute on them ideas.
I agree.
Wonder.
I agree with you, but what did
Krypton.
Vegapunk?
No wonder. Wasn't Krypton supposed to be a place full of niggas in blue shirts and khakis?
Nah. Anyways, I'll respond to that later. But it's what did he say? He says, I don't have enough scientists who know what I'm doing. That's what Vegapunk also said. Another thing about it.
That's why he
is
split himself too.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The ancient kingdom wasn't just good, not just weapons of mass destruction. We're talking chimeras.
Yep.
If you know about chimeras, you're talking manipulation
Pacifistas.
again, human genetics, human experimentation, and
Bombs
God
of
knows
weapons
what
of mass
else. So I
destruction.
think it's a mix.
Yeah, I think it's a mix too. I feel like the world government were actually trying to
Yeah.
like stop something that could go out of control, defying the natural order of things, kind of.
Yep.
In that kind of sense.
Damn,
So
Space
we're gonna
race
see
was
both
going
sides. I
on,
feel
so
like it's
God
not just
knows what else.
evil and good. I feel like it's not black
Yeah.
and white. It's a lot of
But
grays.
it took a century to get rid of all that. That's crazy.
Well, essentially,
Well, yeah.
well, it was a war. It was a massive war with 20 families and
Yeah.
the Great Kingdom. So This is like a generational war. Like,
And understand that the Great Kingdom
That's
was
the
how-
probably
vibranium was at the root
like
of the
it was
vibranium
like
was
the
at the
world
root
government.
of their power.
Like you're talking a Great Kingdom that had Wano potentially, Elbaf potentially, Skypiea potentially, the moon.
the moon people. Yeah, there's a lot of things involved
Like
here, guys.
this could be an interstellar war, bro.
There's a lot of things about aliens that Oda has been tapping into.
Yeah.
You know,
Alien,
so
space pirates.
space pirates,
mean,
the Skypeans.
Keeps on seeing humans and insects. He can't, it looks down on
Yeah.
things like that.
Down-
so-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
That's
too.
the
Like,
thing, their
what's
perspective.
hurting them races? Because
Yeah,
these
'cause
niggas ain't
seven-
acting like they
Yeah,
human.
they're acting
I
out.
think
Yeah,
they just been around so long that they no longer view themselves as human. Also, you have to think like this though. The Lunarians back in the day, they had to battle them damn
Well, there-
Lunarians.
Yeah,
You
the
know how
Lunarians.
difficult it is to take them suckers out? They
The
had to battle
Buccaneers-
the fishmen. I think they were battling all the non-human races. I really am I'm one of them who agrees with that theory. That it was the
So
non-human
why the
race.
world government oppress humans? That's the bigger question.
No, they mainly oppress all the non. Well, think about it
No,
like
but
this, Sean.
humans on the slave list
After-
too. They don't discriminate.
well, they view
Everybody
humans in
gets
that
it.
same right too, though. No, certain humans. Anyway.
But John, it's been 900 years or 800 years. You know how this works. 900 years. After you've suppressed every other race, you have to continue the oppression. So who are the only ones left? Humans. It's the same thing in Star Wars. The only ones left are the humans who oppress. That's it. That's it.
Mm,
And they are the lowest value.
yeah. Even when Sanji was looking at him when he transformed, it was like, damn, he's lost all right to be human. Like he was something
Yep.
otherworldly.
Hey,
Yeah.
what y'all think about Vegapunk living as a consciousness after the arc? Like his body.
Well, the
dead,
thing
but
is that there's the clones,
he just-
right?
I
Oh,
can see
well,
that.
I
No,
can
his
see.
brain, like,
I
his
can see that.
brain.
Yeah, because I think
can see that.
I think Bruce or someone brought this up where his brain is still on Egghead, right? The egg
Punk
thing.
records.
Yeah, Punk
Punk
Records,
Records,
exactly. Like, so how are they gonna destroy the island? Like, what's gonna happen if they're
Nah,
gonna
they
leave?
tryna hold on to the island. That's what they trying to do. That's
the-
why I think all the Gorosei came down. Because they like, y'all don't fuck this up so badly.
Yeah. And
All right, enough.
going into the last topic though, and I think this is something Bruce talked about earlier, where we've never been in a case where like things are this chaotic towards what we think is the end of like this arc. So how do you guys see things playing out? Are we gonna leave some people behind? Are we gonna part ways with maybe the Straw Hats even possibly separating? Or is Dorian Bro gonna sacrifice, or we're just gonna leave to Albaf or potentially Pirate Island? What do you guys think?
It's too much.
There's
too much
so many
competent fighters
moving
on this
pieces right
island.
now. Yeah,
It's too much competent fighters on this island for us to just be able to coup de burst our way.
Yeah,
of
that's what
this.
I'm saying, bro.
Disney,
No,
man. It's just not it.
Yeah.
It's not
this
realistic
a very
to think-
complicated
yeah.
situation, and a part of the Straw Hats escape too could be the ancient robot can play a huge part
that's
yeah,
what I'm
the
saying.
robot. Yeah, the
in
robot.
that, because the ancient robot, if
Blow that shit
anything,
up.
the ancient robot
It's
have
got
a lot of
ancient tech.
intel
Ancient
on
tech.
the ancient on
Yeah.
on how the Gorosei fight, and they could break them down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pertaining
that's-
that, we need
that's the-
we need somebody strong to come here, bro. Because in no other way to make this make sense. You don't can just Team Rocket yourself away from these dudes.
Yeah, not with them being that competent. You see how everybody like maneuvered once
Bro,
they got
look at
down?
look at
can
Ethan,
fly.
bro. Ethan travel speed stupid.
If hold on, and this is where I brought up earlier. This is earlier. Shanks has a conversation. This man stay talking. Y'all think for whatever
Wait,
reason,
I think-
Shanks
okay.
shows up and says enough is enough because they
Hey,
only
bro,
called it
come
an
on.
incident. Hold on.
But
They
don't
didn't call it
sleep.
a war.
Don't
They
sleep.
called it an
Don't sleep
incident.
on Kuma, because Kuma always in
Yep.
play, bro. Because
Yeah.
if they could separate all the Straw Hats and come together inside the barrier or somewhere away from
Mhm.
the Gorosei, Kuma just could send everybody to Elbaf, bro. Easy as that.
I
And
still say they're
while
going to
somebody
Pirate
holding
Island.
off the Gorosei.
I still say it's the Giants of Elbaf, or they're going. I'm still saying they're going to Pirate Island. They got to address the Garp situation. Luffy
Kuma
got
Devil
Luffy
Fruit
hasn't
made
heard
for the
about that.
situation.
Mm.
What? Huh?
I say
What'd you say?
Kuma Devil Fruit made for this
Oh yeah,
situation.
he's gonna lose his devil fruit,
the
right?
teleport shit.
No. If
But
Kuma,
is Kuma even operational though right now?
He will be.
he's I don't know. He's like
Ah.
partially dead right now.
Yeah, that man pretty much dead.
But his devil
Yeah,
fruit, he's
but
gonna
the
lose
thing
his
is,
fruit, right?
narratively,
Y'all
And
know
he
about the
can
theory?
use his devil fruit?
he has to regain some of his consciousness because this is what Kuma. I mean, more than Bonnie. Bonnie got to see Nika. There's no fucking way her dad's not gonna be able to witness this too. He gotta see Nika before he goes.
Does Kuma
Or he
realize that Luffy's Nico, or he's not aware, or he's not conscious in that sort?
What are you talking about now? Or
Yeah,
back then?
now has he? I don't know if he's
Oh,
seen because
yeah, he's not conscious right now. But what
Mm.
you're saying narratively, because the whole entire backstory, which is a combination of Kuma and Bonnie, the main person who've been waving the flag for Nika to return in the backstory, of course, we don't know about everybody else because the Giants probably got their own little thing with Nika.
Yeah.
But Kuma's like, Bonnie, I gotta tell you about this superhero called Nika, and Bonnie, he's so cool, and Bonnie, he does this, and my dad taught me how to dance like him, and then Kuma's teaching everybody how to do the Nika dance. So I think narratively, there has to be a moment to where, right before Kuma dies, because we all know Kuma's gonna die, he's going to
Yep.
gain his conscience back. He's gonna put on one hell of a fight, right, to show off his full abilities, and he's going to see Luffy.
To me, I would
what if
like a
his memories-
situation where Kuma view Luffy going in as Nika for a while, and Nika loses steam again, where he fall flat, he don't have the energy, and
Take out
that's
the
where
pain.
Kuma come in
that's gonna happen again
and
for sure.
save Nika and
Take out
send
the
all of them
pain.
away.
Well, what if he
Mm.
takes? Hold on, two things. What if Kuma takes out the pain of Luffy? We've seen him do that. And
But
number
Luffy
two,
ain't-
what if
Luffy
his
ain't
consciousness?
really- Luffy ain't
What if
really
he-
endure that much damage.
But the Nika Devil Fruit does stuff to him. It does. It just
I understand
does.
that.
Yeah, it's the
But
hot.
and the
Yeah,
second thing, what if his memories go into that giant robot? I ain't the first one to come up with that. That would be cool.
a
What if
lot of
Kuma-
You did, yeah,
Yeah.
because they were mentioning that Kuma was doing the same thing that the giant robot was doing, climbing up Marjorie. So I wonder where that was going. So that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
And
but
it stays with Bonnie. That would be cool.
But
That'd
The
be
what-
question is, how strong is that giant robot? Because I
Man,
refuse
that's
to
bro,
believe
that
Bomb.
thing is gonna be OP,
First
bro.
man level, I don't know.
Ancient tech,
No,
I don't know what he
that
got.
thing about to come in wreck shot, bro. I'm telling y'all. Don't be surprised if Oda pulls Yonko level feats.
Yeah.
I would not.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Imagine
wanna see some
or
shit.
a robot
what I
from
wanna
the
see?
ancient one robot from ancient void from the void centuries
I want
as
to
a
see some
fucking
shit
Yonko
like them
level.
beams what that was happening with the Mother Flame, like the attacks on
Mother
that.
Flame?
Like the,
Yeah.
What it hey, shout out to KOL. King of Lightning has said time and time again about tech, the power of tech.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
why
I
I'm
agree.
saying like the ancient, like it's powerful devil fruits and hockey, and that's all great.
Yeah.
But look what Frankie's able to do without. Look at what Usopp, look at what Nami are able to do
Just
with
tech.
basic stuff.
and one I enjoy that too because that show that man have to have a way of competing with these.
These crazy ass
gods.
people, yeah.
You see what I'm
These
saying?
gods.
Look at Tony Stark in the MCU.
Yep.
What do you have to do
Reed Richards.
to compete?
Exactly.
Reed
Yeah,
Richards,
that's
Tony
one thing
Stark.
I do like. With science in One Piece, I feel like is like really good.
I fuck with red suits. I love them type of shit, bro. I just watch
Sanji.
Tekken videos on them type of shit.
Mm.
Think
Them
about Sanji.
pure
Sanji's a
topic.
super soldier, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
We're probably gonna wrap this up in like 5 minutes, but I do want to ask one last question. What do you guys see happening next chapter?
Zoro, it's got to be Zoro. Has
Zoro
to do
versus Nus
something crazy.
Venus Juro? And
Oh,
V-
no, I just feel like we can have
Either that or-
more.
Hey, that's a
Balls.
1-1-1 chapter. I'm just saying.
It's his birthday, bro. You know, Oda cleaned it up with Rob Lucci to do something. I don't know what, but also I think they're gonna have a conversation with Luffy. I think, we're
Yeah,
gonna see more with Luffy. I think Luffy's gonna start running out of steam eventually.
Steam, yeah.
Sanji, what the hell are you doing, bro? You're gonna have to
We
make some
need-
kind of decision, bro.
We need,
I'm not, like,
next chapter should be a chapter to Garth.
No. As for
Destiny
Sanji,
powers.
things have to explain this to me.
And
Why did Sanji his his affinity is supposed to be observation hockey, right? It is, right?
Yeah.
Why does Luffy have better observation hockey than the man whose affinity is observation hockey? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the thing is, like,
it's
Luffy is
Wait,
just the
wait,
outlier.
wait,
That's the
did
thing.
Luffy dodge or something?
It got him better at it. You see, the whole entire thing with Luffy, and it also applies to Zoro as well, because Oda did the same thing to Zoro. Zoro and Sanji were better than Luffy at the beginning of the time skip, respectively, at observation hockey and armament hockey, right? Because Zoro already knew Rio.
Yeah.
He already
Zoro
knew that.
knew Rio.
And
Yeah.
Sanji had enough observation to dodge Katakuri's beam bullet thing, right?
Mm.
But narratively, Oda put Luffy in the position, because he is the captain and he does have to be the Pirate King one day, that I'm going to be better in both aspects of my commander. So I'm going to get better observation in hockey, and that's when he got Future Sight. And I'm going to get better armament hockey in Zoro. That's when he got the Internal Destruction, because he on the rooftop, he punched Kaido, and Zoro was like, oh, so that's how he does it. It's like, Zoro, what the fuck? You don't know how to do that? Oh, because now he's got better.
Yeah. I think.
But Zoro's closer to figuring out with armaments than Sanji. Bro, he does some nice stuff, but what I'm saying is, this man consistently, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, he doesn't be observant. If you get my point, it's like something's wrong with Sanji's head, bro.
I could the bitch.
I feel like.
Maybe Oda will do something with it.
Yeah.
The bitch is not around.
Usopp,
I don't know.
Where Usopp observation hockey, bro? I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
When the women are around is when he shows off. Because if you remember, they had that one comedic / serious moment in Wano, to where they're trying to get to the rooftop, right? And him and Sanji and Jinbei are right there.
Yeah.
And
Conqueror's hockey?
with the women, and then Luffy's like, "Damn, your observation hockey worked better than mine."
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that scene.
He has moments, but I mean, when it comes to fighting, you don't see it. Why didn't he, like? Come on, bro.
I think what's gonna happen with the Straw Hats, well, Sanji and Zoro specifically, is that they're gonna tap into a, not necessarily an evolved version, but a more particular aspect of observation that they're gonna peak to its highest form. So with Sanji, it seems like his is just like it's not foresight. It's detecting people, or like finding things through walls, or I feel like Sanji he is more proficient in that aspect, but not necessarily in Future Sight. With Zoro,
no, I'm not to be Future Sight. I just want better than Luffy in that particular.
Yeah, particular. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I think that's gonna because Zoro's gonna get Black Blade. Black Blade.
Because the thing is,
we all need to come up on his observation as well. Shit is a bit.
And he will. And he will, because the way this is how you also know Sanji's gonna get better with armament hockey as well. Is we look at Zoro, we know that Zoro's supposed final opponent is supposed to be Dracula Mihawk, right? And one of the things that Mihawk has that's already been stated before, and they already said that Mihawk is already clairvoyant. So Mihawk has already been stated to have future sight, right? So if Zoro is supposed to be fighting this gentleman, like we don't have to question if Mihawk has really great armament hockey, because he already has a black blade, right? And I assume that because he fought Shanks so much, he also has Conqueror's hockey as well. So we can assume that if Zoro wants to match up with this gentleman, you also have to increase your observation to keep up with him, because if you got then you're gonna lose. So if that works for Zoro, then I have to imagine for Sanji that the similar, I'm gonna say similar, has to apply to where Sanji will get better observation and he will get better
armaments.
And he got better with Dark Queen.
Yeah, and I think what Oda is sort of building up to, I think this has been a fan theory for a minute now, is so now Sanji started out with orange flames, right, and then Diable Jambe, then we got into Ifrit blue, we might get into whites, and then we might get into the black flames, which is incorporated. I think blue is the hottest, but I think incorporated with haki, or once Sanji elevates that new level of ornament, he's gonna imbue it into Ifrit, and it turns it into this black red streak, kind of him having advanced conquerors hockey. Yeah, on his leg. Like that would be so fire, bro.
Starting this flame.
Yeah.
I think it could turn into a white flame because one thing is we still have to get that plot where Frankie was supposed to make him a better raid suit, and one thing
Oh
we know
yeah, I
about
heard about. Yeah, I remember that.
before is the raid suit is fire resistant, which works in Sanji's favor because part of the reason why he was able, I mean, there were several reasons, but part of the reason Sanji said that he was able to upgrade the Diablo Jambe into Ifrit Jambe is because he himself became more fire resistant when he got the external shell of the Germa situation, right?
Yeah.
So now, if he gets a raid suit, which is also fire resistant, that will also take the heat up to another level again.
That reminds
I
me
like
of
that.
like Nami. Nami still her climate tech still needs an upgrade because there was a magic wand that has yet to be incorporated.
Yeah,
Everybody needs to
Do
forget
y'all-
that part.
Do you guys
I
think
ain't forgot
that Frankie has learned something throughout this entire experience that
Absolutely.
I hope
yeah.
so.
that he could
Absolutely. I think the whole
incorporate into
island
like
is
the
a
new
learning
designs
experience.
of like, you know, the ship, Sanji, like I feel like he's definitely
I
should
think
have
the
learned.
giant robot's gonna definitely play a part.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
walk
hope
away
it's
with
because
a
Frankie needs to come up. Light gloves, like come on, Frankie need to come up, bro. This is getting
I
ridiculous.
want Frankie to walk away with a lot of knowledge. I want him to apply this knowledge to himself.
Yeah. Nah, 100%.
I mean,
Instead of
so
relying so much on other stuff, upgrade yourself, Frankie. Like, stop relying on these things, or it'll be wrecked.
I mean, speaking about
Unless you make a gun.
people like Frankie doing upgrades and whatnot. I mean, where are the Vegapunks gonna go? Are they gonna go to Dragon?
Well, two of them we know. It seems like they're coming with us, which is Lilith. And Edison.
Atlas?
Atlas. Yeah.
Edison. Edison's probably gonna die too.
Yeah,
You
Edison,
how
I
it
don't
is.
know. Yeah,
Always put
Edison.
no love into them robot-looking ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
he
like, are they eventually gonna end up with Dragon? Because I mean,
I think that's where they're going right now because it seems like
watch Lilith stays with the Straw Hats. I would not be surprised.
Lilith
A
might
lot of
stay.
people
That would be
have
cool, but
proposed
I'm not
wouldn't be
sure.
surprised.
Yeah, but
Or
it
at
seems
least
like
stays on Elbaf or something. I don't
Elbaf.
know.
Yeah, but I do
Yeah,
think that
something like that.
the clones are
That's
gonna.
what I'm thinking.
I think the clones are going to go with Dragon because I remember I've recently watched the new episode and I remember Dragon saying that he wanted to recruit Vegapunk, but he didn't have enough money. But since everything is going to hell, might as well just recruit them now.
World tour, man.
Yeah.
I
So
think
the
because
clones go with
they're
Vegapunk.
on individual people. I think because they're on individual people. First things first, they're going to go to Elbaf, and
Yeah.
Elbaf is going to be the best place for them right now because Elbaf has already been seen to be like the strongest nation, and
Yeah,
nobody
you can't
can
just
stop
you can't just
So
invade.
if they
Yeah.
want protection, if they want protection, that's the best place to go. But to go to your point, Pharaoh, I think Edison and Atlas may stay behind and live on Elbaf permanently. But I do think somebody like Lilith, because she seems to be the most what's the word?
Human.
I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. She's active.
I
Very
think
yeah.
she would join the Revs to kind of
Yeah.
fulfill what Dragon said.
Because they all have his memories and everything, so it's not like it's
They
like
do.
a new person. Yeah, it's just different personality.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I can see her doing that.
but it's not gonna be synced up anymore after this, though.
Yeah, this is the last time they're gonna sync up, which is yeah. I don't think it's that much of an issue, anyways. But
Well, here's the question that people keep bringing up: is Punk Records gonna be destroyed? What the hell's gonna happen?
yeah, that's where I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
what is
right.
going to happen, bro? Are they gonna preserve it because it's like a good source of? Because you remember information. Because like the Goro said like they didn't want to destroy the lab even though they wanted to kill Vegapunk. It's like, yo, keep the lab safe. They told Kizaru like, yo, don't destroy anything in there. They told Rob Lucci as well. So I don't know. They might be
Garza
willing
don't
to
give a
preserve
fuck
it.
no more though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like now it's like we got to take out the whole line.
Now
We
the
resetting
time-
They don't care about that loud.
Hey, what did Saturn
It's
say?
flying
Hey, Jay
before
Garcia Saturn said, we have enough science, bro. I feel where he coming from though, from a tyrannical standpoint. This science is getting out of hand, bro. Y'all look, it's becoming too much of a problem for us to control. So we got to stem it in the
we
bud.
gotta-
Cut it in the bud.
We got to
But
reset
the other
it.
thing to kind of answer y'all's question is, I think, and again, a lot of this stuff kind of gets answered by like narration and plot of the series. I think somehow, I don't know how yet because it's very complex right now, but I think somehow they will be able to preserve it because one thing when they first introduced Punk Records, I thought was Robin, and when Luffy in the game go to Laugh Tale, she gets the real poneglyph and she found out about the voice entry, right?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, I've always wondered before we even went to Egghead. I always wondered about the series. So when they get to Laugh Tale and she reads the real poneglyph, how are they going to tell everyone what they read about, right? What they learned? How was everybody
Morgans.
going to Island and going to learn it out? But then when they introduced Punk Records as part of the plot, I'm like, oh shit, there we go. If Robin can somehow channel her knowledge through this information tablet, then voila, everybody can
hold on
at the same time.
What if I got an idea. What if Morgans takes it? Morgans.
Like what?
He transfers.
Oh,
Morgans becomes the internet. he
Yo,
takes
that'd be
over.
nuts.
What if Morgans? I just keep saying Morgans is the information. Morgans.
I like that.
He has a flying. He just.
I
There's
like that.
Morgans. Morgans is the answer, bro.
Like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Wonder Morgans can literally become fucking Fox or CNN or wherever the fuck ever. Like,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, that's what he is. He's actually more powerful. Like I said, I did a video a couple years back, and I said the power of Big News Morgans. People don't understand how devastating Morgans is. Morgans, he's so powerful that the world government, Dragon, the Marines all rely
So
on
let
his
me ask you a
information.
question. When
Yeah.
Vegapunk died, his dream of making the internet shit that go that ain't
Nah,
possible no more.
Frankie
What,
and others, I think.
the internet thing?
I think Frankie.
Yeah.
Frankie and others. Frankie.
Because that internet shit, I always thought about it. Like the internet shit is a threat to Morgan's business. Because that would literally put him out of business.
Mm.
Don't you think that his phones will?
No, not necessarily. Because you have to remember what Jinbei said. Jinbei said, like, yo, can't people put in some misinformation there too? And Vegapunk was like, oh,
Bro, Morgans is the #1 misinformator.
And
He is.
Yep.
It's freedom of information. It won't actually. It'll cause him to probably excel because he's gonna get more profits.
That's facts.
Morgans is the first TMZ, bro.
I love little shit like that though in One Piece. I think with stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a great question. I've thought about that too, Sean. I'm like, you know, what's gonna happen? You know, to the world, because Momonosuke, and I don't even think. See, here's the thing I want to know about One Piece with Oda or whoever takes over after, because I don't want actually. Sure, Oda finishes it. I want to know what happens within a century, because it'll be the same as the Void. Will it be the same as the Void Century? Will the cycle begin to repeat itself?
Yeah.
Sure, they get the salvation, but how do you avoid another Void Century?
I don't know. It could be like Attack on Titan, dog. Because I don't know if y'all have ever watched the end of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But
You watched the anime ending?
I haven't.
There was the
They
after
had-
credit
they had
scene.
this
Yeah.
alternate ending, right? Which again, I am a Attack on Titan favorite mangas, but I hate the way how it ended. But they had this alternative ending, which I still didn't like it, but it was kind of cool. And what happened was, after everything was all said and done, it does like this time skip, this repeated time skip of Mikasa, and Mikasa's a grown woman, then she's a middle-aged woman, then she's slightly older, then she's elderly, and she got grandkids, and then she finally dies, right? But then you would think it would stop there, but it doesn't. And it keeps going, and then you see like 10 more years pass by.
Gone to war. You see planes now.
Yeah, so it's planes, and all of a sudden you see what looks to be war break out.
Yeah, nuclear warhead. Like,
and everything, and then it looks like a nuclear holocaust happened, right? And then now, basically, the world is back to where it was at the beginning of the series of Attack on Titan, also emphasized by this new character, which you can't see his face, but he's entering the same tree that the
Ymir.
little girl
Yeah, Ymir.
Ymir did.
Do you think Do you think
restart
somebody
it.
wanted that to restart it? Agree? Because I've argued in our world about our resets, and others have as well. That's a bigger thing. And I think Oda, not just Norse mythology, but I think Oda, who knows history, knows that there have been multiple resets in our history,
Mm.
and that's what he's getting at as well.
That's one thing I wanted to bring up earlier about the voice century and resetting everything. Because I mean,
Right.
this is I used to remember I used to watch documentaries when I was younger about all these possible. I mean, a lot of these were conspiracy theories, but it's like ancient technology and whether or
Don't
not.
dismiss conspiracy theories. Conspiracy and what a conspiracy actually is. Conspiracies happen every day.
Well, yeah,
If
but
you don't understand what
yeah, but
conspiracies are.
yeah, the theory aspect of it, like, it's just
Mhm.
something that we don't really know, and people just kind of speculate a lot about. But yeah, the ancient Anubus or whatever, and even
Mhm.
people bringing Planet X and whatever. But
Nibiru.
it's just yeah. So I definitely see that. I can think that Oda probably draws inspiration from some of these things.
Yeah. Nah, I'd like
I
to see
think
some of
he-
that incorporated.
I think though, because this is a shonen, sorry.
Shonen, yeah.
I don't think
We're
Oda,
getting, we're not gonna get
we're
too
gonna get a
deep
happy
into it.
ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get a happy
don't-
ending.
I don't put anything past Oda because if you read the end of Magic out of the Labyrinth of Magic, Shinobu Otaku was out here going deep. And I would argue that Toriko and the rest of these series, if they're not cut off, would all be going deep. Boruto, I haven't kept up with it, but I know they go deeper. Bleach could have went deeper. I'm just saying.
Mm.
I'm
Wait,
just
before the
saying
stream,
that
man, I
all
want
these
I want to
series
say
be
something.
sitting.
Yeah. No, we're ended like
I want to
5.
say something before the stream.
Yeah.
Tell this to the Tenryubito perch atop their ivory towers and Marjos. You bastards will be yanked from your iron throne. It's been 25 years since Goldie Rogers first ruled the Grand Line. His arch enemy Whitebeard never ascended to the throne. Man, that speech, bro.
Is that is
Man, I
Vegapunk
hope Doflamingo
is-
get to see this.
is Vegapunk's speech surpassing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wait, Sebastian, who?
Doflamingo's
the Throne
Throne
Wars
Wars.
speech.
Throne War speech, legendary.
Legendary.
Hey, but speak. Hey, shout out to, I ain't gonna hold you, Sean. You know one of my most hype moments. Declare war on the Celestial Dragons.
Mm.
Y'all don't understand how hyped I was with that shit. That was the
What
cool,
that is?
and the looks that Sabo and Dragon had, that was killer intent. Sabo ready to drop some bodies, bro. That man is going for some bodies. Bro. He's going to kill some people.
But you know,
So
notice
he's gonna
something
die.
though. You notice something. We always see like people around Dragon say what the goal is, but you never had Dragon straight up say this what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah.
Hello
I'm
Betty was
wondering,
like,
Does he
targeting
have
the
more
Celestial
like
Dragon.
on top of?
I've been arguing that most
Wait,
dictators do.
didn't he say
Most
that in the?
revolutionaries do.
Wait, but didn't he say that in one of the flashbacks?
Bro, this
I
nigga-
remember.
He
right
said
after
he was
left.
gonna change the world. That's what I remember him saying. in the
Yeah, the
flashback.
anime episode just came out for that.
Yeah. The anime episode, yeah.
Revolutionaries and dictators. That's what they. I've argued that for years. I said, do we know if dragons
Well,
are good?
What comes
Well, we know
after?
who's gonna fight
After
dragons.
the revolution, what comes after?
Exactly.
Who's gonna take command?
He wants the world government to remain, but how is that going to work? How is Vivi? How is Momonosuke? How,
can't wait.
Come on, man.
Brago,
the
Sean, I'm looking at
revolutionary
your
army
profile
in
picture right
action.
now, and Dragon is
me ask
looking
you a
like an
question.
evil motherfucker. He's looking
I
crazy
can't
on that
wait to see the
profile.
Revolutionary Army in action, bro. Like I love what they stand for. Everything what they stand for.
Nah, we
I love the strategy too, like starving out the royals and shit like that.
what y'all think
So
about the
we-
vice commanders? Y'all think like are they notable?
They're nice. I think they trash.
The ones
Water.
at Egghead right
Oh,
now?
God, nice.
Nah, the Rev commanders.
Deputy
the,
commander.
the vice,
Oh, no, they're going to be nice.
Oh.
Not,
Okay.
they're going to be
So-
nice. Just nice.
they're gonna be
They're-
okay. I feel like, yeah.
They're going to be nice.
Not fodder.
Hey, morally corrosive, but the head
Yeah,
leaders
we-
going to be nice. I
Yeah,
like them.
Karasuke,
Karatu,
yeah.
my
Hey,
dog.
Yeah,
Lee.
I
we
don't-
found- we found fun
You
animals.
know what I would like?
Nah, they're good.
You know what I would like to see?
They're good
I would like to
one-shot
see-
potential.
I would like to see Molly versus. I'd like to see Molly versus Big Worm, just from the fruits
A
standpoint.
Morley versus Big Worm.
God
That's
damn,
a
you
cool
really
match.
want Morty to just.
That's a good matchup though.
That's a death
No,
wish
because
right there.
the
We're fighting
fruit.
off against
we-
animals, I'm just
Well,
saying.
we got to see what these Gorosei are capable of first and foremost.
Nah,
We got to see the full
Yeah, I
extent.
mean,
Morally
Gorosei
should
and
stand no
admirals, bro.
chance.
Y'all act like these admirals. These ain't admirals.
Yeah, yeah, they're not. Yeah. I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
the Gorosei? I mean, they're. I
Bro,
mean,
the
I
only
know
thing
not.
the
Gorosei above
Gorosei
Admiral.
have going for them is that immortality shit, bro. These niggas ain't really
Gorosei
show
above Admiral.
nothing
Say.
well.
Yeah, what's going on with
I feel like
Kizaru
they're
though?
comparable. I feel like they're
Yeah,
comparable to admirals, pretty much.
They're above Admiral.
I don't
Man.
think they're above the admirals.
I feel like
They
they're
are.
comparable, not like above them.
You
They're
know,
not like.
No. Why? Hold on, guys.
As a
Why
DC,
do people do this? Why is
Yeah,
that
let's not do
admirals
that.
have to be
Let's not do that.
the
No,
barrier
but-
for the world government?
Well,
that
Listen, we
doesn't make
didn't say
sense.
that they were weak.
Right,
I'm just
yeah,
saying
but-
that
No.
they're
But why do
comparable.
Why is the admirals the cap for the world government? That doesn't make sense.
bro, fuck it, bro.
It's
They
not.
Wait,
weaker
aren't
than
they
admirals.
the world government's highest fighting power?
No. Okay.
I'll just go by the
Okay,
title,
I
man.
mean,
Hey, I'm just saying.
All right.
You
Right.
could
So
ima-
you just
Okay,
believe
wait,
all
let me
titles.
ask
No,
you a
no,
question.
That's what
Wait,
we
wait,
doing.
wait.
Come on,
Big
bro.
wonder. Replace these Gorosei, and you put all admirals on this island, bro. And the threat level would be way different than the threat level now. I mean,
What?
I scared, but I
don't
ain't
know
Are
scared.
about
you kidding
Yes,
me?
bro.
Don, don't do that.
Yes, bro.
I'm more
You
concerned
put
about the
Kizaru.
Gorosei than the admirals. I'm actually
No,
serious.
because they evil niggas.
Well, the
Because
thing
they look
is, they
evil
don't
and
have
creepy.
the thing about the Gorosei is they don't have a
I'm like,
they don't have a
the
moral.
Gorosei, y'all keep downplaying these old men. I'm just saying.
No, just because
Y'all
they're
keep
not.
Bro,
downplaying the
you
old
are
men,
dumb.
bro.
Why is it downplay when we say they're equal? Like that's not a downplay.
What I'm saying is, why is it so hard to believe that there are people above the admirals? Why is that so hard to believe?
Like to me,
Yeah,
I
the
wouldn't be
fleet admiral.
surprised if
I
they
mean,
were above the admirals. The
I
fleet
mean,
admirals.
I'm not
Maybe
mad
it's
at
because
it.
I hold the
Yeah,
Yonko
yeah.
above the admirals.
That's it.
The thing is,
I don't
I'm
think they're
not.
I've been held on Yonko
I
above
think
the
we
admirals.
all we all hold the Yonkos above the admirals, right?
Then
I mean,
why
it's
wouldn't the world government have more powerful fighters than the admirals? That doesn't make sense.
Because they have a
Because
ton of
it would
people
be
at
too
that
much.
level. They have a ton
Too
of people
much.
at
That's
that
the
level. That's
point.
why.
But that's the point. There has to be too much.
No, that's
the
why they
entire
have a ton.
world
They
government's
have like,
power.
dude, they have at least 5 people who are admiral levels who aren't admiral.
yeah.
But
Like all the Gorosei are
The
equal,
Gorosei, yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion. Yeah.
what,
So
what,
that's
what, I'm,
that's
what I'm
plenty. That's
saying
plenty
is
of
you,
power.
you have to
And then there's the
have.
gods
And then there's
Knights,
emu
right?
at the end of
Yeah,
it.
and then Emu too.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just a lot of people. So
they're like top heavy as fuck right
yeah,
now.
and there are probably a ton.
And
of
there's the
people, maybe
Holy
not a
Knights.
ton.
Like they have
Exactly,
a
yeah,
lot
the
of
Holy Knights,
people, bro.
exactly.
Like
You think the majority of Holy Knights gonna be nasty? Come on now, don't do that. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be legit, but
top-
they ain't gonna be. Come on now, they ain't gonna be.
Well, yeah,
Come
but
on.
like like maybe 2 of them may be Admiral level or something like that, right? Or one.
Yeah,
at
What if
least.
the Holy
But
Knights
what
set
I'm
up
saying-
like
what I'm
what if the
saying
Holy Knights are about as equal as the warlords, the original warlords?
It's
that was
possible.
powerful.
That's
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 powerful
nasty.
as well.
That's
Yeah.
nasty. I ain't even hold. But
That'd be kinda-
what I'm getting at is that, guys, the world government had to have enough firepower to contend with if the Yonko would have amassed as a
But then
singular
you
force.
won't even wonder, you won't even recognizing too that Seraphim on they fucking side too. Like, bro, what else you want? It's too much.
No,
I
just
feel like
don't-
We'll
people.
see.
I feel like people really underestimating Seraphim, because Oda
No, I'm
decided
not.
to take them out the story.
Nah,
These
I think-
people can surpass the original warlords.
I
Yeah,
agree,
they-
but what I'm trying to say is, guys, you can't have, if y'all think this is the first era, for 800 years they've been running, and you trying to tell me they weak? That doesn't make sense.
Boy,
Nobody
No, they're
said
not.
they
We're
were
not saying
weak.
that.
We're literally saying they're
Nobody said
admirals,
they
bro.
were
Like they're literally admirals.
No,
No.
don't
But what I'm
confused, bro.
saying is, admirals. Okay, guys, and
Honestly,
I'm
though,
not
I
trying
ain't
to
getting the
I'm not
Admiral
dissing the
aura
admiral.
from them because
How
at
we
least
do-
Kizaru was doing decent against Nika. Like, bro, Saturn didn't do nothing against Nika, bro.
I guess
I look at it from this standpoint right here. I don't really know exactly. I mean, I have
You
my little
strip
thoughts on
away-
what it might be, but my thought process when it comes to the world government is simply put to this. I think the world government, and I'm including the Marines in this faction, right? Because the Marines are a subsidiary of the world government. I think it would take the combined might of all 4 pirate emperors, the Yonko,
Yeah.
to take
you
out the
need
work.
all 4 of them
Yeah.
to take on the world government. So in
Yeah.
Luffy's case, it'll be Luffy with who else is on that level? Shit, man.
Buggy and Shanks.
Buggy.
Shanks.
All of them.
Yeah.
Well, Buggy got a Yonko behind him, so we can
he got
Yeah,
Yonko.
that's
we
cool.
can
That's
value him, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
We can sledge him in there.
Yeah.
And
That's
y'all
fine.
have to remember the Allied Nations. You got
The Allied
Wano
Nations,
Elbaz,
107.
Dragon
Well,
Yeah.
the
Bosa,
world government also has
Alabasta.
Allied Nations too, right? 170.
Yeah.
So
what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying,
you
like,
need all
that's a
4
lot of
Yonkos to
firepower,
take them
bro.
on.
Yeah,
Realistically.
more than 4.
Yeah, that's why like the government
Hey,
is
the
always
entire
pushing.
pirate world.
Yeah,
The
they
entire
know
pirate
like
world
there's a
and the Revolutionary Army.
yeah they
That's why the
know.
elders just be like, why these niggas talking? We can't have them talking.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
one thing I
The
also
worst
add-
thing for the world government is for the Yonkos to team up. That's why they got all
Yep.
freaked out when Big Mom and Kaido teamed up.
Yeah, teamed up. They're
And one thing I also asked too, go to the testament of the world government is so we already seen, Whitebeard. He pulled up to try and save Ace, and he fought the Marines and the Marines only. Right? Well, no, he fought the World War II. But now, like one example, I was talking to Sean, and I said, "What do you think is going to happen if you take the same scenario? Whitebeard's pulling up to save Ace, except instead of the warlords, you have full-grown Seraphim, and then you also have the God Knights, and then you also have CP0, say, and the Gorosei, and you also have Emu. It's like, how well, with all that shit, right? Oh, and Kong. How well, and Garp and Sengoku actually participate in the fight this time.
Right.
How well do you think the Whitebeard pirates would fare? And it's like, shit, man, they would get fucking destroyed.
annihilated,
Right?
bro.
The threat of a pirate king. And it was like Goldie Roger. Remember, he was dying, but Luffy is Pirate King. Literally, unifying the entire pirate world. Think about that,
Exactly.
Yeah.
bro. It's gonna be
I don't
all
think-
the Yonko, all the former Shichibukai, all them cats, and allied nations, as well as all these other pirate crews like Jinbei's folk. You know the Sun Pirates, all them cats.
Yeah.
New John, yeah,
Yeah.
the whole bunch of them.
Yeah, and who's gonna be fighting the Yonkos? The Admirals. So that's why.
Nah, the Admirals aren't enough,
That's-
bro.
Well, but
They ain't enough.
Well,
but
if
the
they- if
Yonko
they-
matchups are gonna be against the Admirals.
Yeah, it will be against the Admirals and the Gorosei and the God Knights. Because if they send like a Kainu and let's say Fujitora towards like Shanks or something, I feel like they're probably winning that. A
They would
Kainu.
what?
a
Oh, they would
Kainu-
win?
Yeah, they would
I
win
think
too.
so. I
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
And they
ladies
have
and gentlemen.
they got spares, bro. Like they have so much. They're top heavy. Like now that we're seeing, and if you
That's why
count
I
if you count in
that's why I
Emu and all
don't-
this too, where
hey.
he's above of like all these people,
Hey, man.
like yeah, he's probably
Hey,
stronger than Yonko
Pharaoh.
realistically.
That's why Dragon ain't trying to fight them straight up. That's why he trying to cause.
Yeah, he's trying to
Exactly.
cause.
everybody
Yep,
turn
out.
against fucking him.
yep. He
Because
knows what he's doing.
If you could, that's why even if you look at Whitebeard last speech, it was like this war can be worldwide. So the plan now is to have the world government split their forces so
Yep.
so they could be more easy to
Exactly.
deal with
Yeah,
rather than being
accessible.
concentrated.
Yeah,
Because if it's concentrated, you can't beat them.
Can't beat them unless you have
Nothing could beat
everybody.
them.
Unless you have everybody, all the Yonko, all the allied nations with them, all the pirate world, you have a shot. You got a shot. That's it.
You also got to get the
Unless you have a damaging weapon.
It's true.
yeah. I mean, the war government
yeah.
they still
Most of-
they have something there that we don't know about.
Hey,
but-
Shirahoshi.
Oh,
Shirahoshi is gonna be
Shirahoshi overrated.
devastating
I
on
never
his
like Poseidon.
somebody body Sean right now.
I mean, sure,
I
hopefully,
never like that. I never see.
the sea beast.
I never see what.
Nah, but
trending
those
in
have
the
you
book.
seen
were
how massive those
devastating.
things are though? Like I was rereading
are
like parts of a Fishman Island, and bro, some of those sea kings, especially
10,000
the
meters.
the deep sea ones, they're massive, bro. And you tell me you can control every single one?
Yeah, man.
And bro, hey,
Nah,
hey,
Sean,
hey,
you
what
Sean,
if
you
Brook-
underestimating that thing, bro.
Why do you
Nah.
think
Hey,
it took
what
a
if
century,
Brook-
bro? Them ski kings,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey,
I
yo, what
get
if
now that you put it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
What if Brook, y'all? Hey, what if Brook, y'all, via Laboon,
I
has
guess
the
all
army
the
of the
ancient
island
weapons.
whales?
All the ancient weapons.
All the ancient weapons, what?
What if Brook via Laboon with his relationship and he meets back what he comes in with an army of the island
Oh,
whales?
that would be fire.
Army of what?
That'd
Wait,
be
wait, wait, wait.
hilarious.
No,
Say this
no.
again?
Basically,
What'd
he's
you
saying Shirahoshi is gonna control like Laboon and his, those
No,
whales.
I said Brook. What if
Oh,
Brook,
Brook.
because of his relationship with Laboon, comes in with that army of the island whales, bro?
It's possible.
Oh, okay.
That'd be
possible.
fucking hilarious.
That sounds like something on the video would do, but maybe.
I mean, it's
Yo,
possible.
and
That's
he could
right.
do it because of his music. The music, bro.
Yeah. The music.
Mhm.
Yo, I'm telling you, Otis
get- wait.
cooking all sorts of stuff, bro. All
All
the
to get
Straw Hats is gonna
fodderized
have
by one
amazing.
Akayunu
Nah, let him
attack.
Stop
they're,
it.
they're in the water.
All
to
of
be
them
fair.
are about to
Adama.
get cooked by Akayunu. Just
Relax,
one blast in the water, and then
Well,
they're done.
Well,
that's in the
but
water,
you're,
bro.
You're looking at Akayunu, but what I'm saying is Brook with an army of island whales versus a bunch of marine battleships. Who you got?
It's a battleship. It's a
I think
battleship.
that is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all got
it's
y'all
more
gotta
so.
remember when
it's-
we go into these fights. Y'all gotta
Yeah.
remember when we go into these fights, especially, and we see this all the time with the Straw Hats and their fights, right? It's never about like the strongest person taking out all the weak
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
There's gonna be another strong person
You-
to offset them.
yeah.
And then
You
we
need
can
you need
do
mid
their
tiers
games.
to
Look at-
offset the
look
other
at the
mid
Giant
tiers.
Pirates. Look at the
Yeah.
Giant Pirates right now. The Giant Pirates and the Pacifista are tearing shit up, right?
Yep.
While Luffy and the stronger people are handling situations on their end. Yes, if we took the Gorosei and we took all 5 Gorosei and we focused them on the Giant Pirates, what happens to the Giant Pirates?
You get
They
annihilated.
get bodied. We understand that, but that's not how Oda's writing it. Oda is showing you like, yo, the strong guy's gonna handle the strong guys, and then the mid tier guy's gonna handle the mid tier situations, which is why you see the use in peace out Wonder
He's gone. Yeah.
in the Giants and the use in the Pacifista. They're fucking up shit. So when you got stuff like what Wonder said, where the whales are coming. And also, what we were trying to keep down to Sean towards, like, yo, Shirahoshi is just as dangerous as the rest of the ancient weapons because if she can galvanize all those gigantic, titanic, fucking sea beasts all at once, we already saw. And I'm gonna leave on this one. We already saw the Fishman Pirates, right? The first set, with it was Fisher Tiger, Jinbei, Arlong, all the niggas. There's one scene where they're sailing on the sea and they fight another pirate crew or a set of Marines, I can't remember. And they jump out of their ship, right? And they start swimming around the other pirate ship, and they sink it by creating a whirlpool just by swimming around it. And that's what a bunch of fishermen pirates did. So if a bunch of fishermen could do that, what do we think of Sea Kings could do? They do the
Yeah.
same tactic.
Yeah, that's true.
They sink an island.
That's definitely gonna
Like,
come into play in the like later on in the story where we need to take out a bunch of marine battleships.
Oh,
or-
it's happening. Shirahoshi
100%.
going to fuck some shit up. Shirahoshi with her power, because this is a what did Luffy say in Wano? This is a battle of pirates, right?
Yeah.
Pirates battle in the sea, right? That's what he said.
There's also
We
the
can't-
there's also the destruction of the Red Line. We don't know how that's gonna take place, but if a million Sea Kings push on that wall, bro, like I don't know, it could topple over. It could
With the help
topple
of Pluton, with the help of Pluton, and
Pluton.
the help
Yeah,
of Gary,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Going down.
It's possible. But anyways, I think we've been going on for quite some time now. I think it's time
Yes,
we wrap
sir.
it up. Appreciate the chat for coming through. Arthur, Rafe 10. All you guys, appreciate you guys
Bro,
for coming through. Like the stream, by the way. Like the stream. Let's get 5 likes in here.
If next chapter fire, we running again.
Yeah, we running again. If
Kettle,
it's
let's
a
go
fire
for it.
chapter, if it's next Sunday, around the same
Oh,
time, 4 or
yeah.
5, we'll
I
start.
have a feeling it will be fire. It was-
And more than likely, it will be fire
I
because
think
these
this is gonna be a
sequence
bunch
of
of-
the sequence of chapters recently have been pretty fire. So I think
Yeah,
more
and
than
it's no
likely,
break.
no break too.
I think
Yeah,
from here on out, the Egghead chapters are going to be anywhere from 8 to 10 out of 10 going forward.
going forward, yeah, because there's gonna be massive reveals and like,
Videos, fights, all that shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be lit. But appreciate you
Be
guys
crazy.
for coming through. Anima, Bruce, John, Sean, and I will see y'all later. Chat. Peace
All
out.
right.
Peace.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
Speaking to